And a 1, 2, stream 4. Let's go.
I think your 1-2 was caught off there, so
Don't
I forgot to
matter
get water.
at
God damn it!
all.
I knew I was forgetting something. I forgot to
Listen.
get water. Now I'm upset.
I will give you some water.
Oh, thank you very
I
much.
came prepared.
You always come prepared.
I do.
I never come prepared. That's why I always forget everything.
I like that one goat from the movie Hoodwinked who sings about always being prepared. With the exception of I don't sing about it, I just am it.
It's
I
very
live
interesting.
it every day of my life.
Okay then.
That's right. So yeah.
I guess I could just let them know it's starting now.
Yeah. Just give everyone a heads up for the heads up. Heads up for the after heads up party.
Alright, well, that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's actually fucking play the game.
Yeah, let's go.
And now, the run begins.
So yeah, we're changing the docket up a bit today. We're going to be lineups a bit different because I've had a heck of a week and I don't have the mental capacity in it of myself to handle a game. I can only focus on one thing at the moment, mind or body, and I'm just... Ivy's decided to be very kind and take the double hot seat this stream, so I need
a very interesting term that we've invented today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be speedrunning Super Metroid 100% as I normally do. I need to remember how to play the game also. I haven't practiced at all because I've had a very busy morning creating Vaporwave.
Yeah.
I will not be sharing this Vaporwave until the entire album is finished, all 36 songs on it.
Yep.
But you know, just know that something will happen in the future.
Tubular. But yeah. So I've had a horrible work week, and then we went with some friends, watched some movies. It was a fun time, but I'm a very rigorously scheduled boy, and so I normally go to sleep at 11.
Yes.
Kind of crazy. 11. I was awake until 2, and so I'm just like out of it today, and I just do not have the capacity in and of myself to handle anything. And then also, I think I might be like starting to get sick because I just feel like a little bit of congestion. I doubt I'm actually going to get sick. I think my body's just being annoying and being a jerk. That was bad luck. That was sad. That one little
steam. It was better than the last run, apparently. But
a lot of things probably will be.
A lot of things will be better than the last run, hopefully. Hopefully we don't die again.
We can only hope and pray.
We can only hope that I don't die 3 times before actually completing the run.
Yeah.
Actually.
But if we do this time, we have the word casual in the stream.
Ah, yes.
So,
they won't think.
Hopefully people won't.
Hashtag ice beam. Getting that ice beam, believe me.
I was so confused because I thought it was a Pokemon joke. Ice beam is a move in Pokemon.
It is a move in Pokemon.
I don't.
Little did you know.
Why is he saying this? Why don't I understand this meme about Pokemon? It wasn't Pokemon. There's an ice beam in this game. That's right. I'm a bit up to date on my knowledge of this game this time.
Ah, yes. So have you actually done some research?
No.
All right then. I guess fuck.
I've seen bits and pieces, of course, because I've watched GDQs, but I have a general just idea of this game, but I will not say it is perfect and very, very basic when it comes to glitches.
Oh shit! I miscounted. Damn it. Well.
Yep.
I don't know if I will save the animals. I don't know. We'll put it up to a vote. Yeah. I guess, as it normally is.
Or we'll roll a die, whichever comes first.
Ah, shit. Okay. I really need to remember how to play this. Fuck. At least this will be good practice for when I die to Bantoon again.
Yeah.
Very anticlimactically.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll build everyone up, build up all their expectations just to mess it up again.
So many. Oh fuck. Oh no.
Oh no.
My hands are already turning into pretzels.
Slipping and sliding everywhere.
Slipping and sliding.
All falling apart. Let's go.
I love GDQ donations because they're always the same exact thing.
It's a strange.
It's the same comment every time.
Yeah. It's weird just how iconic that became within that community, and how it's still a thing. And people still care.
I mean, the whole point of the whole point of GDQ is that it is a charity donation,
Well, yes,
or
of
like a
course.
charity stream.
I don't know.
But,
I was just thinking
yeah.
about the kill. I was thinking about kill save animal.
Oh yeah, kill save animals is also weird.
How it's
I don't know
just-
how that became a thing.
Yeah, so iconic. Oh, now we're getting into the meat of things. We got the space pirates.
We do.
The main subordinaries of the main bad guy of
The main
series.
Goombas of the game.
Yeah.
They're not. They're actually the Koopas. The Gamers or the Goombas.
Gamers.
Oh, fuck. No.
What a beautiful term.
I love gamers.
Gamers.
Shit. I really should actually like practice this,
This
but
is the
this
practice.
specific room. Yeah, this is the practice
practice.
run. This is the warm up.
Yeah. Not the pep talk anyone wants to hear,
Uh-huh.
but it'll have to do. Well, now that we're cozy into it, I've explained all I need to about my lack of abilities. I'm going to start off today with
Oh yeah, magic card of the day. Gotta get that.
to
out of the way.
Jaru Beastmaster. It is a 5 and then 1 green rally. Whenever it's, I don't care about that part. I never do. My mount needs neither reins nor bridle. We share both a common purpose. That's the boring one. This is lame. But you know, it's not lame. This freaking Chozo man, who's not actually Chozo.
He's actually
he's
a chorizo.
Chorizo is a type of Mexican food. I thought.
That's a churro.
I thought a chorizo.
Oh shit.
I thought there was like a small churro type thing that has a similar name. I might be wrong, because I'm not up to date on my Mexican cuisine. Or Mexican street food
I don't know
either.
anything about Mexican cuisine other than that I like burritos. It's just a space burrito. I mean, yeah, basically. I mean, most of Metroid is just let's translate Zelda into space, so it makes sense.
Sorry, I was back in
fuck.
conversation. I thought you said space burrito, as in some kind of like space burrito.
A space burrito?
I thought that's what it's a space burrito. It's something dumb I would say, and I was like, oh, of course, it makes sense. A space burrito. We're still talking about Mexican food.
Of course.
Yeah.
I really
still
wish
talking about the good
I knew
stuff.
how to do those jumps so I don't have to bomb those things every time. It's very annoying to me personally, and probably everyone watching, that I don't know how to do that. Oh, fuck.
We're all judging you.
Everyone is judging me for this very casual run of Super
You
Metroid.
don't understand. We're just judgmental people. Craig.
Craig.
What do you mean Craig?
Can't wait to get to Craig.
Freaking the big dude, and
The
then
big
also
dude.
the
Oh,
small
fuck.
dude,
You know, mini Craig.
the mini Craig that baffles all logic.
He makes sense.
No, he doesn't.
He makes perfect sense.
It's not in the lore.
He makes a lot of sense in the lore.
Tell me about it then.
He's tiny Craig.
Tell me about Bionicle. No, tell me about mini Craig.
He's Kraid but small.
Is he Kraid's son?
I don't
Is
know.
he Kraid's daughter?
I don't know if Kraid can reproduce. Can he reproduce? He's a big dragon.
Can Kraid produce?
Oh fuck.
Can Kraid support a family
I don't know.
in these trying times? Find out.
Kraid super speed skip? I don't know. Oh shit, I forgot the
Wouldn't he
thing.
skip
I
it?
forgot it. No. I forgot to get the missiles.
Uh-oh. Ooh, this is hectic.
Oh, very. This is why I normally get the missiles before doing that. But I forgot about it.
Well,
Oh well.
you'll win some, you'll lose some.
Slightly different route than what I normally do.
Yeah. But we don't need routes where we're going.
It's okay. It's just a practice run.
Yeah.
Just you know, remember how this game is played.
Mm-hmm. Practice.
Oh, that was totally wrong. That's not how I normally do that at all. I really need to remember a lot more than I thought.
Yeah. And then also, as like last week, our comrade who was here.
Oh, yeah,
This
our
little bit of
comrade
time.
is sadly deceased, but not
Yep.
really. He's just
He's off
in a
in
beach
foreign
house.
lands. In a beautiful hotel
Ah, shit.
overlooking said beautiful
You see,
beach
this is why I normally don't do this part, because then I have to go through this again, and I have to take all the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I don't know how to do short charges, so I can't mock ball
Yes.
back through the area.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I have to explain a lot of technical terms that you're not going to understand.
Or anyone else, for that matter.
Well, I'm pretty sure people watching this would probably know all the technical terms, even better than I do.
Tell us, people watching, do you know the technical terms even better than she does?
Do you? Do you know anything?
Do you? Because I don't. I'll tell you that one for free.
Oh, fuck. No! That makes sense. I've just watched a lot of like world record speedruns, and most of my knowledge of these routes is from those. And you know, just like the random things they say during GDQ, because they explain a lot of how the routes are done.
That's fair.
Alright, we'll get that later.
The only speedrunning I ever watch is GDQ of games that I have played before and enjoy. Because I cannot sit through most games. Not even a speedrun.
Yeah, like I normally only watch speedruns of games I like.
Yeah.
This is always a weird input for me to remember how to do. I don't know why.
Well, I think you did fine, okay?
Perhaps.
Perhaps so.
No!
You freed the little goblin.
I did not want to free the little goblin.
He was gonna frickin' grab on your head.
He's gonna grab
like
my
a
ghoulies.
Metroid. He's gonna grab you by the ghoulies, just like a Metroid.
Just like a Metroid.
Is he perhaps a distant relative of the Metroids?
Perhaps.
Yes. Yes.
I need another super missile. That's annoying.
Ah, the Spazer.
The space laser. Is it a space laser or is it a split laser? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I didn't even think of space laser until you'd said.
I
space
literally
laser.
just thought of it. I never thought of it until just now. I need your
Hold on.
missile.
We have created the conundrums.
Oh no, so many conundrums.
Solved nothing. So let's stop for a second, and I gotta ask, why'd you pick up playing Super, or not playing, but speedrunning Super Metroid?
It's literally just like I liked the game and I liked watching speedruns of it.
Yeah.
And one day I was like, oh, let me see how fast I can beat this game, and I beat it in like 3 hours, 100%. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I did it again. I beat it in 2 hours, 100%. I was like, oh, I say fuck. Oh, granted that was all in-game time, so you know.
Does not count for when you paused and got a bag of chips. Does it, huh?
No.
Well, fair enough. I personally do not have the mental capacity
the mental patience
to like speed run or even reset a game.
Oh yeah, resetting.
Even that is too much for me. Look at that angry wall man. He had fangs and eyes a second ago.
You did.
It was cool.
I normally like to refill here just because like I can't do the Kraid quick kill very well. I can only get like a couple shots in. I can't actually kill him all the way, so I just refill in case, in case I die.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Well, in case I don't die.
Also makes sense to
But
me.
also I need like a certain number of missiles.
It doesn't really make sense to me. I just pretend it does.
Okay.
I was lying when I said it.
I just need one more super missile would be nice.
It would.
One more, please. There we
Let's
go.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's a dead Samus man.
Yeah, why are they silver? That's my question.
Because they had all the other colors except for silvers leached out of them by green bugs.
I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Now you remember how to do this. Well, I fucked it up completely. Cool.
Well.
Oh well.
Mm-hmm. He looks goofy with the double belly buttons.
He actually has 3 belly
He
buttons.
looks goofy with the
Oh, no.
triple belly buttons. The other belly button's weirder. Let's go.
No! Why?
Why not?
This fight is very annoying if you don't do the quick kill.
Ooh. That was neat. You could stand on his stomach claw.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. You see, it's specifically annoying because when he puts his hand up, you can't shoot him. It's a very tight window to shoot him. I'm gonna die. Well, good practice run. Fuck,
Yeah.
no!
Uh-oh.
No! There we go.
Oh, he died. Yay.
See, I knew he needed one more hit that whole time. I was just like, god damn it. Now we're down like full, what, 1... God, 1 minute. That's an amount of time that I'm not okay with.
Well,
So at least we have this.
so wait a minute. Are we doing any percent or 100%?
100%. I don't know how to do any percent.
I'm just thinking, did we put 100% in the title?
We did not do 100% in the title. God,
Yeah.
well, too late now.
Yep.
Already in it.
Already in it to win it. Let's go.
Besides, if anyone shows up, we can just say, and they ask, we can just say, oh yeah, we're doing it. Fuck. Damn it.
Ooh, spooky.
What's spooky?
The ceiling man.
Was there a
With
ceiling
the
man?
teeth and the eyes.
I hate this. Oh god. I really hate this specific jump, because these guys, if you don't do it fast enough, those guys show up and then they just ruin your day.
Yeah. They're pretty neat.
They're very not neat.
Yeah.
In fact, they're very dirty. Because they're neats.
Yeah.
Disgusting neats. Should probably get some for my auto tank. There we go. Yeah. So, how's your weekend?
It's not been amazing. It's been let's see, a 52-hour work week. Normally, and well, I guess last week was normal. It was 40 hours. That's, you know, kind of rough, kind of difficult, like, oh boy. This was a 52-hour work week, and it's because I work the front desk, which is you know, a job where you got to talk to people a lot, and you know, it's generally kind of taxing, and people are headaches and pains, and you gotta like answer the phones, and people don't understand the stuff because I work at a medical center, so they don't understand how medicine works. And the second you explain something they don't understand, they won't understand anything else you try and say ever again. And they just make your life difficult. And then people get upset because they have a kid that exists and they don't get priority treatment. I'm sorry. I don't care about your damn kids. But yeah, 2 of my coworkers who are front desk, they're on vacation in other countries. So I'm having to fill in because they usually work at the other location, but they're back and forth. So now all the people who work at the other location are sort of strapped to work there, and so I have no one to really fill in for me at my location where I work, because there's two. There's like a main location and like a smaller location, which is the one I tend to work at. So no one could really fill in for me, so I just had to do 52. So it was sad. And then we watched a movie last night. We watched 2 movies last night. One which is like a heartfelt tale that we love and adore truly and dearly. And then we watched another one which is Night of the Living Dead, which is just a classic.
Classic. I was actually not expecting the ending to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good.
Oh, that's good.
You see, it seemed like very weird and campy at first, and I was like, oh, this is very silly. And then then they just stopped focusing on the zombies completely, and I was like, oh, well, this is actually interesting.
I like it though, because the zombies are kind of like smart, because they're not zombies, they're ghouls.
They're ghouls.
So they're not brainless. They're just like animalistic.
Yeah.
But like also smarter than animals.
Because they're ghouls.
They smash headlights and like try and break down.
Oh yeah, because they don't like light.
Yeah, but like they're clever and smart. Instead of just like an animal that's like, oh, I'm gonna run away from the light. It's like, I'm gonna take a brick and frickin' smash your damn headlights. I love it.
Shit, no.
It's cooler than a lot of like zombies from other movies, because it's not zombies, I guess, as I said earlier.
Well, yeah, because they kind of invented modern zombies.
They did. It was very influential and important.
Damn it.
The other movie we watched being A Dark Song, which is a movie
all-time classic.
All-time classic.
Literally everyone should see it.
With friends.
With friends. Don't watch it alone.
Don't watch it alone.
You'll not have fun.
Watch it with friends. You'll have a hoot and a holler and a riot at the same time. It's so great. I love it. And I was glad that we could share it with a couple more friends. Always a great time. Always something I'm willing to watch again with other people. Don't watch it alone.
Don't watch it alone.
But yeah, so that was good. Yeah, that was nice.
No.
But that went on for quite a while, and so it ended at about 2 in the morning.
Very late. Well, it ended about like 1:15ish, which is when we left, and then it just took a while to drop everyone off because we were tired, and also we were moseying about.
Yep. And so,
but it was a fun time.
I'm out of it today because I've just had a hectic week. But at least I had today off. And, yeah. How was yours? How was your 7?
Well, I for one have been not working for a while, which I've said, but
that is true.
I've got work again on Monday, and it's gonna be great, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday.
Nice.
It's gonna be great specifically because it's an 8 to 5, which means most likely it's a maintenance day, and maintenance days are the best because you basically just get to chill with one of your coworkers while you walk around changing light bulbs all day, and it's great.
That does sound kind of interesting.
It's very great.
I kind of also just like the idea of just like you walk around and discover little manual tasks to do.
Oh yeah, that's basically what you do. You just look for manual tasks to do.
Yeah. It just sounds kind of
like you sort of get a list of manual tasks at the start of like things you've picked up on over time, and then you find more things to do as you go on. And also you explore all the weird nooks and crannies of the theater.
All the dark and scary basements.
Yes, there are a lot of dark and scary basements.
That's awesome.
Like a lot. Like there's like the dark and scary basement have dark and scary basements. There's so many.
I love it. The place I work has a dark and scary basement too, and I love going down it because there's one area that you can see exists but doesn't have anything or any way to get to it. They have a bookshelf that blocks off it. Except for you can see over the top of the bookshelf. At least I can. I'm 6'3". I don't know how everyone else fares actually, but I can see over the top of it. And there's just a long extent that is just pitch black with no lights and nothing except for the backs of other bookcases up against it. For a while, over the top, it's like I wonder what's back there. I want to go back there. It's probably just spider webs. But what if there's a body? That'd be cool. And then it's also great because you have to get into it. There's only there's only one way in, and at the top of the stairs there's a little light switch. Except it's not a light switch; it's a light timer. You have a limited amount of time before the light automatically shuts itself off, which is awesome, and I love it. And it's so great, and it's perfect for a horror movie. And it's my main man, frickin' what's it? Crockemeyer.
Yeah.
Let's go. I love this guy.
Also, for
he already looks melty.
Yeah.
He looks sweaty, but it might just.
He may or may not have melted blood as well.
You might just have a little bit of flab.
This is what you see when you go to a melty tournament. You just see this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bunch of him.
Let's go. But yeah, it's great, and I love that basement. I have to go down there to retrieve envelopes sometimes. I wish I could do it more often. I'd justify staying down there longer, but I don't have the heart to make my poor coworker like wait whilst I spend hours in a basement.
I mean, also what's great about my job is like if you're someone who's scared of heights, you could not do my job. But I'm someone who greatly enjoys like being in cool, high up places.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this room called the attic, which is like where all the ceiling lights are for the theater. There are higher places than that in the theater. It's great. I just love the idea that the attic isn't even the highest point in the building, or not the building, but like the theater. Because actually, what's interesting about the theater is that it's not even technically connected to the rest of the structure of the building that it's in. It is like floating on like shock absorbers that are just like holding it in place. It's very interesting.
It is connected to the rest of the building by flying buttresses, except the buttresses are just the rest of the building.
Yeah. Kind of.
But
you can also see like some parts of the floor that are you can see the seam there. It's very interesting.
That is interesting. That's fast. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh no, I forgot dial went all. I forgot this goes all the way to the fucking grapple beam. I thought it just went to end of dial. I mean Crockemeyer. Dial is what I call crocodiles now. You know, when you see a crocodile, you're like, yeah, that's a pretty sick dial right there.
Have you ever gotten punched for doing that?
No.
You should.
Oh shit. Hold on, I forgot to get this item. Shit. Damn it.
What?
You see, I forgot to get this item the last time we did this, which is why we only got like 90% or something.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot this one missile.
Yeah.
And I was very upset.
Let's go.
It's an easy one to forget because you're like, oh yeah, I gotta jump up here. No, gotta get that first.
Yeah.
Oh well. Grapple beam.
Oh, we got the grab.
Well, we have like a minute and a half to get Ice to meet you, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, we just have a gold split, green split, and then just behind on everything else.
Beautiful. By the way,
right as just
Tar Haven. What's your job?
Oh yeah.
What you up to?
I was gonna say something, but we were like talking. So.
Oh yeah, we got really into it. But then I was like, oh, let's not like brush off the topic. We'll see, they have something to say. Yeah, give them the chance. Unless you're scared, that is.
Scared you're gonna dox yourself on stream.
Do it.
Do it live.
Do it. Join the club.
Oh fuck, no.
Oh no.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
Runs dead.
Samus is dead.
Samus is dead.
Samus
and the
is
run.
Corpsemus.
Alright. Safe for now. We'll just grab some stuff off of these guys.
Just patch ourselves back up.
That was very close.
It was.
Alright, I think that's enough. There's an energy tank right here.
Okay. Well, good.
No.
No.
No. No, not like this. Okay.
Well, that was close.
No, I didn't jump. I didn't jump.
Oof.
That was very nerve-wracking.
Playing it risky.
You know, as it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Not gonna shine spark there because I am now on edge.
Mm-hmm.
I normally shine spark there, but I didn't open the door on my way over there, so fuck.
Yep.
So I couldn't do it anyway.
That's fine.
This is a great run so far.
Yeah.
Not at all. But you know, fuck. I lost my momentum.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm not gonna die from this.
Uh-oh.
Although I probably should be minimizing my damage because I don't have any like good healing spots until Fantoon, or actually after Fantoon on Run Killer. No. Well, rip Run. Run is dead.
Run was probably dead a while
Run was
ago.
dead a while ago. As soon as I fucked up Cray, that was when it died.
So it's not really that bad because you can't really kill anymore what is dead. We're still at the same.
We're just
base
beating
level.
a dead
So
Run at this point.
Yeah, so we haven't gone any worse. We were always dead to begin with. That's right.
Yeah, we were dead from the start. Why did I morph ball there?
The secret is that it was a dream all along, and the dream was that we were alive. When
The
we
dream
were
was
actually
that
close.
we were actually not even speedrunning.
Yeah.
It was all alive.
And the dream was boring.
No. No. No.
Oh no.
No. No.
What did we talk about before?
I don't
Because
know.
I think you had something else to mention before. I was like, jobs. Give Wizatara
Damn
the
it.
chat a sec.
I really wish I knew how to jump and then morph ball without losing all my momentum. Because
Don't we all?
Because, like, it'd be so nice to just go through this room and not
Wouldn't it?
not have
So
to do
nice.
this stuff.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Why am I so bad at this game? Because I haven't played it in like several months.
Yeah, fair enough.
I haven't played it since the last time we played it on stream. That was a while ago.
Yeah, and this was more of like, this is a late decision to throw in, so
Yeah.
it wasn't really
Very
the time
last
to
minute.
practice.
I was too busy creating vaporwave,
Yeah.
some very aesthetic art. You know.
Quality stuff, as they say.
I lost track of time. A lot of things happened.
I'm sure they have.
So many things happened.
I'll never really know.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
You'll never know what happened. Aside from the creation of vaporwave,
Oh, of course.
of which you know very well.
I know very well and also very little.
Of course. Alright, I feel like we're losing our sort of thought train here.
Yeah.
No!
Uh-oh.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, at least it wasn't. I'm pretty sure we did have something similar to that happen.
We did have something like that happen at one point. We lost
Quite a bit of time.
a lot.
So, at least we got
No!
that.
I hate this jump so much. Just because like, you have to go all the way down and then you have to freeze them again.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. That stuff. Yeah. Work sucks. Glad I have a day off finally. Glad it was today. I had the day off, so that I didn't have to be dealing with people's nonsense and tomfoolery before this, because there's never a quiet day.
There's never a quiet
It's
day.
never simple. Someone has to have a heart attack, or someone has to have a kid and be upset.
You know, someone's dying every day.
Someone has to do it, and it's always when, I
No.
want to do something else that's fun and nice. Then someone else is like, what if I just had like
I don't know how.
horrible?
Okay, this is one thing I don't understand. How I always forget. After I break the door down with the super missile, I need to select power bomb because I need it right after that. But I always deselect everything, and I immediately I'm like, no, that's wrong. It's not what you're supposed to do. But somehow it's a mistake that I make consistently.
Or maybe it speaks to a different and more primal part of yourself.
Why do I not know how to damage boost? That's my question.
I don't know.
It would make a lot of these dumb rooms. There, see, I just did it on accident. I always do it on accident. It's never on purpose.
I don't even know what it would have accomplished because I don't know what it did accomplish there.
It didn't accomplish anything.
I thought so.
Other than wasting my... No, I... See, here, I also need it. Same thing. It's literally the same mistake. I always make it twice in a row.
Yeah. Gotta learn the bombs.
The bombs.
The bombs.
The bomblins. The boblins.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Well, that could have been much worse.
That could have been much worse than it was. Although I only have like half health for Fantoon, which is not great.
Not amazing, but...
No.
Nor has anything been, so it's only fitting.
Yeah.
It only makes sense,
It only
really.
makes sense.
It'd be weird if it didn't, if you didn't have half health. Is what I'm trying to say. I think.
You see, I keep deselecting my super bomb, my power bombs here, even though I should just keep them on this whole time. But I'm a fool, and I don't know how to jump. Apparently, that's not even the right button. Just everything is going wrong. Literally everything.
It just works is a good way to describe myself.
If something, it just works.
It does nothing else. It just works all day. And it stares in the corner when you're not looking. Oh! Coming up to the freaking pirate ship. Not pirate ship, the ghost ship.
The abandoned ship.
The ghost pirate ship. The pirate ghost ship.
The ghoul ship.
The ghoul
No!
ship. The ghoulies.
The ghoulies. That was a very unfortunate jump to miss.
Look at the swagger in that underwater step. Look at the pump.
It's just her normal run, but in slow motion.
I know, I love it though. The weight to those pumps.
This game is very well animated.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. There are a few surface areas.
Yeah.
They don't last very long.
It's very true. They do not break up much monotony.
Oh. Now I'm like doing it. Now I'm just doing all these jumps slower because I fell off right there. I'm just like,
you're full of fear.
I'm full of fear, and now my entire my brain is just like, no, you can't play the game correctly anymore.
Yeah. In fairness, the vast majority of the game is underground, so.
Well, this entire area isn't underground. It's all above ground. Oh wait, there's a thing up here.
Yeah, technically, right? Well, as far as we know, it might be somewhat submerged into ground. You don't know.
It's actually slightly submerged into water.
It can be both.
Oh my god. I can't stop myself from thinking, no, I need to reset this run, I need to reset this run, I need to reset this run, like constantly.
You get no practice that way.
No, but I just really want to reset this run, but I can't. Because it's on stream. I mean, it could just reset the run.
I feel like they do that a lot.
Then it would take longer for us to finish because we have to reset.
It's true.
We'd have no time for Dark Souls. Yeah, we're up pretty high on time. I don't even know how I got time. I mean, probably because I actually had practice on the last run that I did. But apparently I got a pretty decent time in the last run.
Yeah.
For my standards, not for, you know, actual run standards.
It's just that one little mistake missing the
Ow.
that one missile thing. We got it this time, at least.
No, but there's like,
who knows how many?
I don't know. There's a lot of mistakes that I've been missing. or a lot of, well, not
Miss.
things that I've been missing, just things that I forget to do that are
Okay,
like
okay.
time savers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just in the nature of that, it was a 100%.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Which was heartbreaking.
Hopefully I won't forget the super missiles after Gold Torizo again, because I did that at one point, and I was very upset. Because I was like, oh yeah, I beat Gold Torizo. Better leave the room, get screw attack. No,
Yeah.
that's
Better
not what
run
you should
off.
do. Like, I placed the power bomb also, which is the weird part. So I unveiled the super missile.
Yeah, you did the work,
I just
you
forgot.
just didn't claim the reward.
Yeah. Oh my god. The lore of Phantoon is that he is a ghost, but also a space pirate? I don't know.
He's got lore, but not allure.
He's very confusing.
I don't like him, because he's not Krakamai, and he doesn't deserve this this spot that he has been given.
He's not as cool as Krakamire now.
As be one
In
of
fact,
the
he is
main
very not
bosses.
cool.
Doesn't deserve it at all.
Oh yeah, you missed Dial. You fool.
You must have blinked and missed it because it went by so fast.
Yeah.
Because it's a speed run.
Fuck.
Blink. Oh boy.
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Oh.
I panicked. I pressed one too many
Understandable.
buttons.
It's understandable you panicked. You have 13 health at all.
The webcam is so small because I thought it would be funny,
Yeah.
which it is.
The main purpose of even having the webcam is because we wanted
It's mostly for the
Dark
visual.
Souls
Well,
runs,
we wanted for
actually.
the
For
Pikmin and the Dark Souls.
one-hand run.
Oh yeah, the original reason we wanted it was for the one-handed run,
Yeah.
which we will be doing eventually. Yeah, so we could have hand cam, so you can see all the physical pretzels that I'm doing with my hand muscles. There's no muscles in your hand. I don't even know why I said that.
Ooh. So you cannot have a buff hand?
No, your hands will not change size over the course of your entire. I mean, once you are an adult, you
Yes.
cannot change the size of your hands.
You can't get big hands?
No, you cannot obtain big hands.
That's sad. I don't like that. I want
No,
big
you either
hands.
have big hands or you don't. It's the same thing with your feet too.
I
It's because
want-
it's all bones, like all bones and like flexors and extensors.
Can I get bigger bones? Would that make my hands bigger?
Oh yeah, the walk droids. They're very useful.
Yeah. They have.
They serve a
reason to
very
exist.
like a very large purpose in the story of Super Metroid.
Yeah. They're one of the lost races that were oppressed and turned into robots that walk back and forth and go gibbity gobbity. I'm a robot. It's a real sadness.
They're powered by Geemers. Geemer fuel. They've got Geemer fuel.
I love gamers.
I love Geemers.
Yeah.
They're really good.
It's such a great name. It just warms my heart every time I hear it.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Oh god. No, no, no,
Oh, I'm
no,
sure there are
no,
plenty.
no. Okay.
I'm sure there's plenty. I'm just sad because I want giant hands because I want to be big and strong.
Well, run's dead. Run's dead. Run's dead. Run's dead. The run is dead. The run is dead.
Well,
Rip run. Time to reset.
let's go.
Yes. Well,
You win some, you lose some.
rip run.
Just gotta get on.
Time to restart.
Yeah.
Hopefully better.
We
Less
can only
less
hope.
less red this time.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it backwards. Supposed to use this save file. I'm stupid.
You copied the bad file?
No, I just played on the wrong file because it
Is file B faster?
Oh no, it's just faster to copy file A to file B than it is to copy file B to file A.
Oh.
Well, This was an endeavor. Fuck. Already with the misinputs. Okay.
Just gotta get it out of the way. Gotta get the mess ups out right now before it's more important.
You know, just have a really bad Sears so that I don't. Or Series. It's pronounced Series, but I just like saying Sears. Like I like saying Zeebs. Or Zeebs, not Zeebies. It's pronounced Zebs. Or Zeebs? Zebus. It's pronounced Zebus. I would say. But I pronounce it Zeebs. Because it's fine.
It is fine. You're right.
Oh god.
Come on, we gotta go. I wish the UK wasn't real.
I'm sure you do.
That's different though. That's just because I'm
It is.
Irish.
It's pronounced Zeebs. That is how it is pronounced in my mind. Therefore, it is correct.
Well, they're from a different part of the galaxies. They might have a slightly different dialect.
Oh fuck.
In fairness, they might pronounce things differently.
No. Okay.
Than we.
Well,
Well,
we just
dead.
stop. Run's dead.
Run's dead.
Run's dead. Where's the reset? Oh right, it's,
Oh,
it's
it
just you.
tilts back. Oh, that's cool.
All right.
I didn't know it did that. What a neat game.
Well, rip that run.
Yeah. We didn't need it anyway.
We didn't need it anyway. Run destroyed. It blew up in the Sears station.
Yep. It was sad. It was a tragedy.
Oh god. Why don't I name the split like Sears like the store?
I don't know. Why not?
I don't know. I just thought of that. I should do that. I'll do it later.
We should have taken one of the opportunities to fix the title of the stream.
Oh yeah. Perhaps.
Too late.
It's called Sears because it's Sears.
It's because it's the way it's being pronounced at the moment.
So many things. I'm doing so many things wrong. I don't know how. There's just so many things that are going wrong.
Couple loose cannons around here, that's why.
Okay. No. The fuck? Why didn't that do enough damage?
I don't know.
It's not a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage. Except it's the opposite. Let's go.
My real question is why is it called bombs?
Why is that? Why do you get to ask the questions here?
I don't know. I felt like asking a question. Everyone else was doing it. I thought I'd be cool. Do what else everyone else was doing.
If everyone else was jumping off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? Huh?
Of course.
That's fair.
But what if there's marshmallows at the bottom?
They'll probably break your fall anyways.
Oh, fuck.
Go. You can still do it. Go on.
Run's dead. God damn it.
Run's dead. Fix stream
Run's
name.
dead. Run's dead. Run's dead.
Fix stream name.
Oh, okay. Resetting the game actually does fix that. That's nice. Okay. Casual. 100%.
Now people know what's going on.
Whoa.
Woo. Woo.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Alright.
We did it.
Let's actually fucking do this time. Let's do something.
Let's rock and
Let's do something right. For once.
Yeah.
Bad start already.
That was fair. I think that was better than most. At least it was fairly smooth on the falling.
I don't know.
Well, I mean...
See, I'm very specifically critical of my movement in this specific area and nowhere else.
Uh-huh. It's probably the one you practiced the most.
It's just because it's the one I've practiced the most.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. Break it if you must. The loss of one relic is nothing next to the value of enriching us all. I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, that's a good Ridley. Good so far. Now just need to not fuck up the wall jump again.
Uh-huh. Just gotta make some goddamn haste around here.
Make haste. Make haste or make paste. Either one.
No, you don't want paste.
Yeah, because it's slow.
It's slow. Uh-oh.
Eh. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it!
Why does steam vents, like, why does hot gas really bother you if you're in a suit?
It just pushes me. Fuck!
But I mean, like, you're like a probably very heavy suit. Why does it push you?
I don't know. One can only assume. Maybe it's very high pressure gas.
It's very...
It's really hot, that's why.
Oh, it's really hot. So why do you actually end up going here of all places?
Because this is where the space pirates have their hangout place, you know?
Okay, this is just common knowledge.
Yeah, their secret base is just here, and everyone knows it. But no one cares that everyone knows it. Because the space pirates, who's gonna want to fuck with them?
I can think of one person. Samus. Dramatic entrance, slightly off time, but it didn't matter. I didn't have a chance to have it be on time.
Oh my god. Alright, so we don't have any... I don't think we've actually compiled any votes for whether or not we're killing or saving the animals.
I'll give you my vote in just 1 second. That is a nat 1. We are not saving the animals. That's my vote.
Okay. Well, it's 1 vote for kill the animals. What do the other people say?
I'm apparently very sternly against saving those damn animals.
Very. Alright, we got 1 vote for save. Oh, you can actually make that jump, really?
Well
then.
I guess so.
It's very interesting.
Learn something new every day.
Learn something new every day.
You do indeed. What's this eyeball thing that just sort of looks at you?
It just sort of looks at you and judges you until you figure out and watch them suffer. So that's 2 votes for kill, 1 vote for save.
Does it ever exist again?
I don't know. Wait, hold on. We had another vote before for that wonderful donation for for against cancer.
You're right.
I don't remember what it said.
I think we're 3 on 1.
Was he for kill the animals?
I'm fairly certain. It's Brendan. I feel like that's a safe bet.
All right then. I guess we're 3 and 1.
Yep,
kill the animals.
Let's go.
Well, unless we have more votes later. You know who could join the stream and vote.
You act like I'm going to remind you to tell them to vote.
You act like I'm going to remember.
The purpose was that I was saying I think you're not going to remember, and I'm not going to remind you to remember.
Thank you, Starhaven, for no.
For winding back the machine for us.
Yeah. Going on that way back machine.
Reminding us of the old times, back when things were nice and simple, and gold and green.
No.
Yikes.
That one's always really annoying. I really don't like that guy. Especially because he's right at the end.
Yeah.
He's in between the things, so I can't just jump past him and shoot him.
Yeah, he's kind of jerky.
Damn it.
These are the gamers, right?
These are the gamers.
Gamers. Fantastic creatures.
What a great creature.
I'm so glad they exist, only for their name, nothing else.
They're very pleasant to look at.
They got lucky that they were named so beautifully, otherwise they would not have fared so well if I were king. No one fares well when I'm king, actually.
No one fares well, especially the English.
No, not English, not Pikmin.
Or Pikmin, yeah. The Pikmin are just like slaughtered en masse. Same with the English.
Yeah. No one is safe.
No one is safe. Ow. Can I please have a
Kick him in the
good...
shins.
Can I please have a good one? Please have a good
Kick him
one,
in the
because I'm
shins.
very behind.
Oh, get him.
No. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you know what they say.
Oh, that's why I'm turning around. I just want to get hit. Okay.
You know what they say, the gods known to the merfolk as Ula, Ameria, and Kosi were nothing more than the false memories of a monstrous trinity, the Eldrazi Titans, Ulamog, Emrakul, and Kozilek.
Well, this is upsetting. So close to beating him on time. We're just like 5 seconds behind.
Well, you know what they say. Fear of the unknown can be a wonderfully innocent thing, relatively speaking.
I really need to learn that jump over there.
Don't we all, though?
It would save so much time. Not having to bomb these things. And then shoot that particular gamer. Gamers.
Oh, I love it.
Oh god, imagine if the gamers rose up. That would be that would actually be very scary.
That would be a very odd world. You'd just be trying to walk around, you'd step on one and jump backwards in pain. Slightly flash colors.
Gamer supremacy.
You could potentially just, like, accidentally, like, touch one of those with your big toe and keel over dead, exploding into fireworks.
Yeah.
A scary,
just lose all your
thought.
energy.
Yep. A very scary
Your clothes
thought.
explode off of you. Oh, fuck. Huh? The quick elevators are what's annoying me the most. That I'm missing every time.
Whoop.
Okay, at least I'm gonna remember to get the fucking missiles this time.
Yeah.
So I don't have to almost die again.
Don't we all?
Was that bad? I feel like that was bad. No, I'm good.
Let's go.
Used one too many.
Nice.
See, the weird thing about streaming speedruns is, like, you can't really talk much because you're so focused.
Yeah.
But also, like, you can't just not talk, you know? It feels wrong.
Uh-huh.
I feel like my gameplay is not entertaining enough on its own.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that what some speedrunners do is they do have like a co-host that handle a chunk of talking.
No, I know there's like definitely someone. Normally, like speedrunners would have like someone who reads off donations and stuff, but
Yeah.
if they even have someone there at all, and if they don't, they're just like silent the whole time.
Mm. Staring endlessly into a void.
Yes.
A dark world indeed.
Yes. Shit.
Yeah.
It's me, but I don't speedrun. You see, I just need to get better at just talking to myself while I'm playing games. Oh shit, I want that.
Perhaps we're not so different from the speedrunners, after all.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can live in peace. Their kind and ours.
You see, what I really need to do is just say my thoughts out loud to myself while I'm playing the game. I mean, I guess that's sort of what I'm doing here, but also, like, I don't know.
No, I just do that sometimes because I just can't control myself. But also, it's because when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a YouTube star who played the video games, and so I always thought about always doing it all the time. But also, sometimes I just have conversations in my head, and then I just talk them out loud. And when I stream, I just don't filter myself and just say whatever my brain is thinking. Which works pretty well.
Yeah.
At least most of the time.
At least most of the time. When we're actually talking.
Yeah.
No! I missed him.
So long
Can't
as there
believe
is someone on the other side to absorb what I've just said.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's probably why it was so hard for us to like get into the swing of things when we had no one watching.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because like when there's no one watching, it just sort of feels like, oh, I'm just speaking to the void. There's nothing.
Even though we're here, we're trying to like.
Even though we're together, but also like.
We're trying to like
fuck.
put on that little extra bit of like energy and like explanation or pizzazz and everything. It's like it's not here.
God.
We're just explaining a little extra to ourselves, even though we both know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is nice.
Very nice.
It's calm, it's tame. It's fun.
Aside from the fact that I've died like 5 times.
Sometimes we all die 5 times. You know, you just gotta move on from those days.
No! What?
Oh, gets
The fuck was that bullshit
he
hitbox?
freaking wall hacked you. He's playing with cheat engine.
Yeah. Yeah, that is also true. That's why I have Tom here, because I don't know if I could carry a stream. Honestly, I mean, I haven't tried, but I also don't know if I could carry a stream.
And even honestly, I don't know if I could carry it just by myself, without like Ivy here.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Damn it.
'Cause this way, we have each other to sing.
No. No.
Whilst
No.
you just
No.
toil in trouble. Oh boy.
No. Why do you keep missing the wall jump also?
I don't have the answer to that question.
Run's dead.
Run's dead.
Run's dead. Oh.
Whoa.
There we
Run
go.
might have just come back to life like a Frankenstein's
come on.
monster. I have a question.
Yes.
Would you be cool? Would you be fine if someone like in the future took your dead body, took the brain out, and then mixed in with a bunch of other mangled parts and made a Frankenstein's monster, but because it was your brain, you've become conscious again, even though it's not your body anymore. You're just a Frankenstein man, freaking Frankenstein's monster man. Would you be?
I don't know.
How would you? Would you be okay with that? Would you be happy to?
I have no idea how I would feel in that situation because I'm not currently in that situation.
What if you just answer the question?
I can only extrapolate how I would theoretically feel in this situation, of which I do not know because I've not been in this situation.
What if you?
Because I do not know how. Because I also don't know how much of my brain is actually still cognizant of the situation. Like how much am I still myself? Do I still have my memories?
I didn't read Frankenstein, so I don't actually know the answers. But I will say,
because like Frankenstein's wasn't
monster.
he? Well, yeah, Frankenstein's monster wasn't he just like he was an amalgamation of multiple like people, but also like he sort of had his own thoughts and ideas.
Yes.
He was his own person.
Yes.
So if I were hypothetically in that situation, I would think nothing because I am not Frankenstein. The Frankenstein just has my brain.
Well, that's why I said. That's why I like amended it a little bit at the beginning to be like it's your consciousness.
See, then it just makes no sense. Because then it's just me. Then it's just me, but I have a different body.
It didn't make sense to begin with. It's your body, but your body's a corpse body, and people look at you strange on the streets because you have a corpse body.
Yeah, then because I am a corpse body person, then I no longer have the need to eat or sleep, so I can just stay in my rooms playing video games all day.
Are you happy with that, though?
Yeah.
Would it be you have 2 giant bolts sticking out your neck and you're green?
Just put makeup on, you know?
That's fair.
I think I need to be 1 pixel forward. Is that... I think that's it. This is a very weird... The weird thing about Craig Kill is that it is literally pixel perfect. Almost got it.
Well, not bad.
I mean, we're still behind, but I almost got him. Almost. Almost isn't good enough. Bitch. Bitch.
I'm confused. Okay, it was saying seconds. For a second, I thought I was like, are we 55 minutes over? What's that? How is that possible?
You know, we've been playing for 55 minutes too long. It took me 55 minutes to kill Kraid. There, you were just trapped in a time loop the entire time while I was doing that.
I was passing right over the international date line.
Yeah.
And then it would say, the camera zooms out and then does a funny zoom noise. Then it's today again. It's Groundhog Day. Oh no.
Yeah. It's literally Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Ah, no. That button.
Spooky ceiling
Like,
man.
half of this is just me remembering what buttons do what.
Yeah.
Because it is a keyboard. So I don't have my muscle memory from when I played this on a controller. Although I don't think the keyboard is as necessary as it was the first time we did this, because I actually have a controller that can work with this.
Keyboard's iconic though.
The keyboard is too
it's
iconic.
A staple.
Oh no. Tom, how would you feel if you were in Groundhog Day? In that exact situation?
It'd be really like actually kind of like sad, because I imagine just like coming up with a great idea and writing it down in my on my phone, like, oh man, I love this idea, and then you wake up tomorrow, it's gone, and then the day's again, so it's like, oh, I have to think about that idea again and get it right again. That'd break my heart. That would be like really hard to deal with, or I would learn how to get over that actually pretty easily, pretty quickly, which would be probably better for me. But I think I would be sad, more likely.
Well, I mean, in Groundhog Day, like, he learns how to play the piano by, like, just taking the first lesson over and over again.
Oh, I learned Korean real easy that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, find a tutor, and then every day you'd be like, oh yeah, I could just do the next lesson.
Either that, or I'd just go online and just look up how to do new things in Korean. Just waste the entire life over and over again. It would suck though if it was like a work day and I had to like do 5 hours of work every time. Not 5 hours, 8 hours of work every time.
And once you're like sick of your job, you'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna quit my job like a million times.
Yeah, I have to go in there every time, go to the boss, be like, I'm sorry, I'm quitting.
Or if you just don't show up, they'd call you and be like, yo, what the fuck? And you'd be like, I quit. And you'd have to have that phone call every day for like months, for years, hundreds of years.
It would be very
Because it is also, like, in Groundhog Day, it's sort of an indeterminate amount of time that he's stuck in that time loop.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen the movie, really.
You should see that movie. It's actually really great.
I've heard it is very good. Like, beyond just like...
I don't know why we haven't watched it at Ethan's house. We should do that. Let's put it on the next poll. Except it's not going to get voted for.
The themes so far.
It hasn't fit any themes because it's not a movie that necessarily fits into any themes specifically. It's about everything.
Yes.
The problem with these movie nights is that we keep basing them off of themes when that's not how you should be basing movies off of. A movie isn't a genre, it's a movie.
Sure.
So that's why I think genres are a stupid concept. They just like limit your creative freedom. They limit your mind's eye. They focus you too much on the tangible details.
Mm-hmm.
Of the work instead of what's actually interesting about it.
I'll say that's fair.
I'm fucking dying.
But yeah, just to go back, I would go crazy like pretty fast.
How long would it take you to kill yourself in that situation? Because he does actually like start killing himself at some point.
I mean,
like many times in many different ways.
The thing is, like, eventually it'd be just like the curiosity just to see like what's it like. I've experienced so much else. Let's see what that is.
Yeah.
You know, you just be like, I want to know. Like, yeah, I don't know if it would even be like that much of a depression thing that I'd kill myself. It'd just be more of a curiosity. Like, maybe I can see what that's like and understand it, and then write a philosophical book. Although most likely it's just gonna be nothing. It's just kind of boring.
Well, it also wouldn't be written. Because you keep Oh my god!
Right.
Okay, I actually fucking made that time. I don't know how I did that.
Nice. I would never actually be able to write that book, you're right.
Yeah. You keep losing all your progress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a good time, so hopefully we can actually get back on track.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually fucking... Oh, I opened the door. Let's go. I'm gonna grab a thing. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, making haste.
Make haste or make haste.
That's what I
Why
like.
did I use a super missile there?
Well...
No.
Ivy.
Yes.
If you were in a time loop and it was an ideal one,
No, fuck.
where it's not work based, unless
Oh,
that's
rip
a
run.
good thing.
Rip run. Fuck.
What would you want to do in that type of situation? What's the first thing you would want to do if you realized this is Groundhog Day?
I don't know.
And it was an ideal situation.
Like, what's the first thing I'd do?
What's the thing you would want to do the most? And now, because like I can live a million times, I can actually just do it. No care in the world. I could learn how to do this. I could like go skydiving off the Empire State Building. I can rob a bank. What is it? I'm gonna watch this movie. I'm going to kiss the girl and win the surfing competition.
You see, the weird thing about this question is also that like a part of the implication of the fact that you are in a time loop is that there are no consequences to any of your actions.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm too straight-laced to think of anything interesting is the problem. Also.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
I'm vanilla. I'm boring.
But you imagine it was a Sunday, you could potentially do the perfect, funniest stream ever. It would be so, you just learn exactly how to do the timing and make all the funny jokes, and figure out all the funny jokes.
I guess
You'd
I could.
be invincible. Everyone clapped.
Everyone clap.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Please clap.
Oh. Chat, what's the first thing you guys would want to do in said situation? It's an ideal day. You're not trapped in work. It's like, oh, I have the day to myself to relax. Oh, this is great. Or I'm on vacation. I don't know. What's the first thing you would do, being as, oh, I realize this is now Groundhog Day and I've, as, you know, no recourse to anything, basically. I'm curious to get some other opinions.
Can I also get some dials in chat?
Let's go. Crocomire.
Oh, I need to make a dial emote. That's something I'm gonna do after this. Oh no. No. No.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh no.
That went south very quickly. Let's go dial.
Gotta dial it back, dial it in a little.
Dial. He swim.
Why was he even down here?
You know, he's just minding his own business.
There's not much room. There's not much to do in this cave. There's not much, like, room. No real exits or entrances for him. There's a spike wall, a poison pool, a door he couldn't fit through if he wanted to on the ceiling. What was he doing here?
I don't know. He's just minding his own business, apparently.
I want the lore.
What is Crocomire's lore? No one knows.
I want to. He's my hero. He means everything to me.
Oh, that was good. Now if we can just get the grapple beam within the next, like, few seconds, that would be nice.
That'd be ideal.
It would be.
Yeah. Go fast.
No, we're behind again.
Yeah. Easy come, easy go.
I actually remember that time.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Good stuff.
oh, Neff.
What's
How
that
have you
little?
been?
What's that little one tile hole? Few to one tile holes.
Oh,
Anything?
that's how you can get down from there, but I just jump down
Gotcha.
because I don't care. Also, it's fast to jump down.
It feels like it. Definitely.
And now we're actually behind.
Yeah.
Ah, that was really close to being fucking on time though.
It was. What? Yeah.
Maybe we can actually get Ice Beam reasonably fast.
We'll see.
Whoa! Oh,
Nice.
I messed up the mock ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, how have you been, Neff?
Oh.
I haven't heard from you in a while, aside from that time that I tried to call you to invite you over, but then you were busy.
Yeah, Howdy does it.
Up.
It has been I was gonna say something, but then I wasn't gonna say it because I realized it has other implications.
Whoa, implications.
I was gonna say, it's been a fortnight since I've seen you.
Oh fuck. I hate how that's not a word you can use anymore.
It's the same with like saying sands, like, oh, you know.
I feel like I can
Sands
still
beef
use
as well.
sands though.
I feel
Fortnite
like,
is forever tainted.
I feel like I can't use sands because I can only think of sands if I say it. It ruins. It's sad. It's just a nice little word.
Yeah. Ooh, building a PC.
Ooh. That's nice, but I don't like PC culture.
Maybe you can actually use a PC to, you know, run some of those fighting games at more than like 2 frames a second.
Wouldn't that be something?
Then we can play BlazBlue
Yeah. Speaking
and
of
Melty Blood.
building PCs, I'm going to do it sometime soon. It'll be great. And I'll be able to play BlazBlue at reasonable speeds, with the exception of I won't be owning BlazBlue. So
Unless you buy it for $10 on Steam when it's on sale.
I'll have the potential option, but just will not.
Oh shit.
But then I'll be able to play Minecraft at 30 frames a second, at least.
Oh my god, 30 whole frames?
It's something I've dreamed of experiencing for years.
You won't have to use
Half a decade at least.
You won't have to use the like really close render distance.
Yeah. And I'll be able to use the fancy graphics instead of fast. I'll have all particles enabled.
Oh my god, so many particles.
There'll be so many particles.
Time related question. If you could manually reverse time up to a minute, what would you do?
I would manually reverse time up to a minute's what I'd do. Can I reverse time again for a minute after I've reversed it a minute?
Oh my god, I would be literally the perfect speedrunner at that point. Every mistake I make, I just reverse time until I get it right.
Can I just like minute on top of minute and then a minute and a minute? Or can I just do, I have a minute total and I could spend seconds at a time? Or is it just one burst of a minute ever? What are the rules? It's one of those things, I feel like it'd be too good to use, but because it's actual life, I would just
Is there a limit on how many times at once you can use the minute? Because theoretically, you could just go back a minute, go back another minute, then keep going back minutes. You can rewind a minute after a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I'd use
So actually, theoretically, you could just keep just keep redoing the same minute over and over again.
Yeah, you just keep resetting. I would use it to win the surfing competition and kiss the girl, and then kiss her a second time. Easiest money I'd ever make in my life, honestly. What about you, Ivy?
Fucking standardized tests. All mine. I've won all of them. Driver's test. I've got my license already. I don't even know how to drive. I don't care.
That'd be cool. You could punch someone, go back a minute, and then not punch them.
Yeah, if I'm just in the middle of a conversation with someone, I'm just feel the urge to punch them. Just do it right then and there.
You can know if you would win a bar fight in a minute at any point in time. And so you could easily show off to your friends, like, I know I'm gonna win this bar fight. Breaks bottle over a guy's head. What? That'd be cool. It wouldn't. That's mean and rude, but it'd be cool.
Oh, dude, you know how much practice you could get confessing love? That'd be so useful.
It would be. Except not for me.
Yeah, except for you.
Yeah.
You're the only one it doesn't matter for.
Yep. I'm an exception.
Like you just have you would also just have perfect relationships because you can never fuck up. Because you can just go back a minute.
Yeah.
They can never be angry at you. It's very strangely manipulative, but also
they
very
probably
useful.
are as well. In fairness, so it's just even. It's just fair that way.
It's just fair game at that point.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. No. Oh god. I looked over at the chat for a second because I saw you made an addendum, but I can't read it now. Fuck, no! Oh.
It's... What he said was,
no!
Does removing the 1 minute rewind limit change anything? Like, you can rewind forever if you wanted. It doesn't change all that much, I guess.
Okay,
you could just
the thing is,
even more stuff.
If I could rewind forever, I would want some way to reset the situation so that I haven't rewinded. Because, like,
yeah, you can go back
just because of butterfly effect, you need to, like, be able to test for variables. Because, like, being able to rewind time infinitely kind of makes it a much more complicated question. Because, like, there are theoretically mistakes that you could unmake, but also would dramatically change your life forever. In ways that you don't even expect.
Yeah. Well, you could change them again, and then maybe you could make it cool.
I don't know.
You could have a new car.
You could have a new car, cool dad with sunglasses, and a hot mom.
You could. It'd be like, this is not my beautiful house.
This is not my beautiful wife. And then you.
Sorry.
And you just ask yourself, how did you get here?
Yeah. Same as it ever was, though.
Yeah, same as it ever was.
Yeah. I love that song. It makes me
it's
happy
a good song.
About it. Man, wouldn't that be something special?
I don't know. I just think about the butterfly effect a lot.
I don't. It makes me angered. It's there's an anime
like,
about this that we watched called Steins Gate.
Oh
which
yeah.
It annoyed me so much.
I can see how that would annoy you. Yes.
There's the one character that some bad always happens to them after a certain point, and I'm so mad because it's like, oh, if that character's standing there, they get pushed into the train tracks. What if you just, like, since you know they're gonna get pushed into the train tracks, hold on to them tighter? But instead, they don't try and do that. They're like, what if I just completely try something entirely different? Instead, just micromanaging to prevent fate just by being smart.
Yeah.
Learning from your mistake. It annoys me. It annoys me much.
No, you see, if he held on to her, she would have just gotten shot.
You're right. It would have been.
That's how the narrative works. Just how Steins Gate works.
Someone would have just tried to mug them, and instead accidentally
they were
misfired
actively.
the gun.
Well, the reason they were trying to get on the train in the first place is because they were actively being pursued by armed men.
But they completely avoided that situation. We're like, let's just get the heck out of here, babe. Like they just did that. Like, let's not even go down the dark alleyway where we get run over with cars. Let's just go to the train and just skip that altogether, and then get pushed in track.
Oh, I looked over and I was like, wait, it's not a blue door.
Oh my god, that's awesome! You're right. You could eat candy forever.
I'm like, you could eat candy forever
without getting sick. That's amazing.
You wouldn't be able to get okay. You wouldn't be able to get sick, but you would get sick of it because you're experiencing the same thing over and over again, and therefore it would be less sweet every time, and therefore you get sick of candy easier.
That's not a bad thing.
You just like you're meant. You could just become an alcoholic for a minute, and then you never want to be an alcoholic again. You just have the worst. You have the worst mental hangover, but you're physically perfectly fine.
Yeah. Cool. Man, snazzy.
Oh yeah, you could also, if you have crippling migraines, you could just try shrooms, and then if it doesn't cure your migraines, you could just go back.
And not have done anything illegal.
And then not have done anything illegal. Yeah.
Or if you want to, you could try not doing something illegal, and if it doesn't work out, go back and do something illegal. It's cool.
Oh yeah, you can finally win arguments. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
You could take Ben Shapiro down.
You could literally become president with this power.
You're right.
Because like you know everything that went wrong in your election campaign, and you could just be like, oh yeah, no, I'll fix that, fix that. Now I'm God.
And what's cool is if you live to like old age and you're just on your deathbed, you could just reset all the way back to like the beginning
Oh,
and
yeah.
try everything all over again, all different.
Just you know, runs dead, reset.
Yeah, runs dead, reset. Just try a completely new life altogether. It would take a long time to reset all the way back to nothing.
It would
for sticking
change
with a minute, but you could.
Just go back a minute at a time.
Yeah, all the way back.
Oh
to
no,
the
it's like a
first-
choose your own adventure, but your life. You could just
Yeah.
go back like
Exactly.
certain amounts of time.
Yeah.
This is we need to like write this shit down. This is actually amazing concept. Like these are amazing content for stories. I feel like
we don't have
we
to
need to
write
do
it down,
something.
It's right here.
I mean it's right here, but like we need to remember
Yeah.
that this stream we're
Uh-huh.
coming up with some gold right here.
This is good stuff.
These are some good hypotheticals. I like these a lot.
I do too. This is fun. Good night, Father.
Good night, Father.
I like the idea that you just say that to yourself. Because I don't know who you're saying that to otherwise. Because it's a younger you now saying it to the older you, quote unquote.
Okay, but since you're rewinding back a minute, you have the previous memories of yourself.
Mhm.
So once you're a child, you would just be a child, like with the memories of an adult, and that would be very strange.
You could learn
You could
all
game the
language.
system. You could learn all language.
Uh-huh.
You could game the system so hard, like that you just like skip so many grades
Yeah.
because you fucking know all. Think of how many times you could go to college. You could just master everything.
Yeah.
You could just become literally.
True knowledge.
You could become knowledge incarnate.
Exactly.
This is actually the most powerful tool that anyone's ever.
The walking library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta ask the question though.
The
If you can
ultimate
go
historian.
back to when you were a baby, can you rewind a minute before you were a baby? And don't exist anymore?
Could you rewind before your inception?
Yeah.
And what would happen? Could you change if you were conceived or not?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Can you just be a
Because
free,
you have
a free spirit?
Could you
that
just be a free?
flows?
Could you just be a free sperm
Yeah.
with the mind of an adult?
Yeah. The possibilities.
Life speed run at 90%.
That'd be that'd be the weirdest ending to this story. If that's just where it went. That was just the finale.
He just unbirthed himself.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You're
Oh
right.
no. You fucking cause a bootstrap paradox of your time powers. Oh no.
That would be interesting.
Or would that be a grandfather paradox? No, it's a grandfather paradox, not a bootstrap paradox. Bootstrap is different.
Let's go into detail because I don't know.
Grandfather paradox just basically says if you kill your father, would
yeah.
you be born? Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
if you killed your father's father, I don't know. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
Oh god, I really hate this room. I'm so scared now because of because I died here.
And we're on low.
Oh no, no.
What's the bootstrap?
Oh, bootstrap is like if you you like have it's like an item with no origin. Like
There's an origin to a bootstrap. Someone made it.
well,
This
yeah.
is a bad
No,
example.
like if you gave
I'm upset.
no, like if you gave like boots to your past self, and you gave those same boots to your past self again, it would just be a loop of an item that has no origin because oh what the fuck? Why I can't jump? What? That's weird. Never experienced that before. Yeah, it's like the Song of Storms in Ocarina of Time. Even though time works... The weird thing with Ocarina of Time is that it has several different time paradoxes that all work on completely different metrics of time travel, and it's very bothersome to me as someone who thinks about time travel a lot in regards to literature.
Here's the one thing I've always thought about: what if time travel was invented and it's all used up? Ergo, every occasion where someone had the motivation, like they're like, imagine like you're like fixated unbelievably on the idea that like you're so sad that Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, and so you go back in time and prevent Abraham Lincoln from being assassinated. Say you are still born again, you would no longer have the drive to go back and prevent Abraham Lincoln from being assassinated because he wasn't assassinated. So you then, in this new timeline, would never create time travel, and so
I know that I feel like there's another paradox that's sort of similar to that.
And so it's the idea that every occasion where time travel could have existed has already been used up, and this is the resulting universe of it.
Yeah.
That's what I like to believe. Otherwise, it'd be awkward if we just went to the future and then someone did, and then it went all the way back, and now it started here, rather than our conscious just always having been here, even though the other ones technically might have existed, quote unquote.
I'm just of the firm belief that time travel can't happen because quantum physics like forbids it.
That's very much true, but I don't think about that as much as what if.
I don't know. I think a lot about quantum physics also.
Nonsense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My mind is just too straightforward to think about crazy nonsense, or like entertain the thought for long enough. Then just like, yeah, no, from because my science mind is just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I also do have a science mind, but sometimes my science mind makes me sad. Because then I think about like when I smell things, I'm just like, because that thing is actually physically in my nose. There are particles of it.
Oh yeah, the DVC, in DVC when they have like multiple timelines. That's also sort of how Steins Gate works, but like in a weird way. I'd recommend watching Steins Gate if you haven't.
It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
It's about Christianity.
It's not.
That was whenever I'd watch anime shows, I just create like some kind of weird
you just
symbolic
equate something to some sort of weird theology.
I'd just be like, this weird nonsense here, it's all symbolic of this blah blah blah, and these characters aren't actually real, and when this character does that, it's a symbolic representation of Jesus.
Yeah.
I just do that for fun to distract myself all the time. And that was the one I ended up coming up with, having watched the first episode.
Damn it. Wow, this is just like Steins Gate.
He said, in the future / past, being the person who will now make Steins Gate.
Yeah. Crazy world we live in, where Steins Gate was already made.
But will one day be made again by us, maybe? Who knows?
Perhaps.
We'll make it, and we'll do it right, where the good girl gets the one that is the love.
No.
And not the lame girl.
Who is the good girl in your opinion?
Best girl is what I mean. Good girl. Good girl's trap.
Yeah. Of course, the trap is always best girl. This is just a universal constant of anime.
It's weird though, because they ruin her for a while.
They do.
By making her a girl, and not a trap.
Tom has not seen Evangelion, unfortunately.
Well, actually, I've seen the first 3, maybe 2 movies, but not the show itself.
Yeah.
Only the movies because they were on Funimation at times.
Yeah.
And so that is the extent of my knowledge.
And
There's time travel in Evangelion?
No.
There's reverse timing in Evangelion?
There are movies. There's Death and Rebirth, which is just a retelling well, not a retelling, but like a recompilation of scenes from the show into like a 2-hour film. There's End of Evangelion, which is just like an alternate ending to the show, to the original show, which, you know, I feel like both end of Ava and the original ending to Evangelion are both like decent endings. So there's no one in particular that I would consider as the canonical ending.
Mm-hmm. However, neither of these are the ones I've seen.
None of these are the ones that he's seen. The ones that he's seen are the Rebuild films, which were retellings of the story with new animation and such, like redone animation. And they changed the story in ways that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
Very heavily in some of the later movies, although the earlier ones are more like note for note for the show.
More faithful and all.
Yeah.
And so it's considered to be worse than the show by a margin. A fair margin. But that's my only experience to the show, which I kind of love in a way.
You have to watch the actual show at one point.
Here's the thing though, we have a little like anime watching crew with me, Ivy, and then another friend of ours who we talk about sometimes, and who's actually on this very first stream.
He was on one of the streams that we've done. One of the very first. It's on YouTube. It's called literally the worst stream ever. Mm-hmm. If you want to look up that.
If you
It's not great.
Very first stream ever.
The name is not clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
It is very accurate.
Yeah. And so we plan to watch the movies and then the TV show afterwards because I want to finish watching the movies because they are worse. Yeah. Just out of principle, and then also because everyone else wants to watch the show. So we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah, the third impact is easily like one of the best parts of the movie, but also like the full impact of it doesn't really come in unless you've actually seen everything leading up to that, I feel like. The full impact of the third impact. Although that is a wonderful scene. That was from End of Evangelion, yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Are we gonna watch End of Evangelion?
Yeah, of course. We gotta watch this show and then End of Eva.
Because I don't know if we've done that with the other shows that had alternate endings, like Kill la Kill. I believe I don't think we watched.
Oh yeah, we didn't. Ending. We should do that at some. Well, it's not an alternate ending. It's just an extended,
but sort of like
an epilogue sort of thing. It's just like not as great as like
the last note in your mouth, I guess, isn't quite as good with that one.
Yeah.
I'm not good at trying to say whatever the heck I just tried to say. A lot of like different phrases tried to come out there. None of them exactly correlated properly. There was another show though. Was it Steins Gate?
Oh yeah, Steins Gate. Does it have an alternate ending? No, it doesn't.
Either that or something else additional.
No, it had like an additional episode at the end. We did watch that though.
We did.
You were very mad, I think.
I'm often mad. That does happen.
Oh yeah, Akira is a very good movie, although it's been a while since I've actually seen the whole thing.
It is a good movie.
It's also apparently like only a third of the actual story, which was told a lot more thoroughly in the manga.
Yeah, fair enough. But
which is also written by the same guy that wrote the movie, so.
Well, in fairness, he had to condense it into a movie.
Well, he wrote it,
he did well.
Yeah, and sort of the ending. Also, like the ending of the movie, the ending of the movie is just a third of the way through the story.
What?
Yeah, that's how that's how much further it goes.
That's what you meant.
Yeah. No, they don't condense it. It just doesn't cover most of the story.
And they never made more movies.
No.
Really? That's surprising because I don't know. I guess I don't know how popular it was in Japan, but
well, it was like
the big one in America.
It's a big one in America because it's like one of the ones that sort of popularized anime.
It sort of like started the whole craze here in America.
America.
Yeah. I live in America.
Should probably turn on the light. It's very dark in here.
I will turn on the light. It's dark in here.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at the captions. Like, oh, that's you can't even see us anymore. Like fucking Zost or something. Just in a dark room. Can't even see us.
Bunch of frickin' skeletons in a closet.
Bunch of fucking ghosts and goblins.
Goblins.
Fucking goblins.
Fucking goblins. Oh. I love goblins.
I love goblins.
I will never watch it because there's a dead dog in episode 1.
Yeah, Tom hates
I'm
things.
never going to try.
Tom hates things with dead dogs, so he refuses to watch it. Because Araki hates dogs. I've only watched up to part 4, although, I mean up to the end of part 4. I still, because I've been waiting for part 5 to end so I can just binge the whole thing.
Fair enough.
Because I hate watching things week by week, and JoJo week by week was actually painful to when I was like towards the end of part 4, so I just waited for it to end.
Part 5 did end.
Yeah, part 5 did end, like recently.
Huh.
So I'll have to catch up on that at some point.
Can we talk about like an actual anime show that's good though? Bobobo. That's a great show and I love it.
I've only seen a bit of it. I haven't seen that much.
I've watched the full thing twice. That's not something I can say for most anime. I love Bobobo. It is just stupid, so it
I don't
really
know.
is
The weird thing about Bobobo is that it feels like old Newgrounds animations that were sort of like making fun of shonen animation, but like or anime, but it's like an actual show. So it's very weird to me because I feel like the exact like things they're making fun of, the jokes that they're doing have already been iterated upon, and
yes, oh definitely.
It's just sort of a weird experience for me because I'm like, you know, I feel like I've seen this. I feel like this joke has been done before.
It does not
but it's also probably like one of the first things that did those jokes, so I can't even say that.
It definitely handles it less gracefully probably as well, where it is just kind of like nonsense and confusing all the way for the point of confusion, which I do like, definitely love and enjoy that. Just
is that why Araki kills so many dogs? Really? I guess that makes sense. So then Cars is the least evil villain because he never kills a dog. Fuck! So yeah, Cars is then the least evil villain because he actually saves the dogs instead of killing it.
What a strange world.
That's why part 2 is the best part. Because it's got Cars. It's also got Joseph, who's the best JoJo. I love part 2.
What about Cars 2? Do you like that one?
No.
Cool. I'm good at jokes. I did it, guys. I have a question. Do you have a favorite anime?
A favorite anime?
Yeah. Or one that you just come back and watch the most, anything like that?
Well, I definitely haven't seen it the most, but I do have a favorite.
Uh-huh.
Of course I have good taste in JoJo's.
Would you tell me about it?
Oh yes, my favorite anime. A little known Hirohiko Araki. Not Araki. No, Hirohiko. Am I forgetting his name?
Well, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, honestly. Ikuhara,
that's his name. I don't know why I forgot it. But yeah, it's an Ikuhara show. The least known of all of his shows. He's the guy who did Revolutionary Girl Utena.
I was actually gonna say it was that.
Yeah, it was that guy. He also did Mamoru Penguin Drum. But my favorite of his works is Yurikuma Arashi, which is my favorite anime. I own it over there. If you want to get the Blu-ray off the shelf.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, can you also turn up the AC a bit? It's really hot.
I was thinking that too.
The top one.
Let's go to 7. Let's go. Yurikuma Arashi found it. Oh, it is this one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, right there. There it is. It's beautiful. I love it. It's the best anime ever. No anime is better than this one.
It's a girl eat girl world.
I love that phrase. It's a very accurate representation of the show too, which is great.
Oh, he did Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, he also did episodes on Sailor Moon, which is how he like got into Revolutionary Girl. Utena like started from a bunch of like or not X, but like Sailor Moon staff that wanted to do something more interesting with some of the themes they were like getting into in the later parts of the show.
I'm gonna read a little bit of the back just to entice people to watch the show. In a world divided between humans and hyper-intelligent man-eating bears, Kureha attends an all-girls school and holds on to a simple wish: to spend the rest of her life with her classmate and soulmate, Sumika. I'm not going to go into any more detail because
it's not a very, I don't know.
There's more
like back of the box stuff.
lazy.
Back to the box stuff is always I always find weird because it's like it's trying to sell the show, but it also like I feel like it sells the show for me less than if I just watched it completely blind.
Oh, of course.
Because like this is a show I went into with literally no expectations and I just loved it.
Oh, that's a great way to go into a show. It just
no, I didn't even think I didn't even
just kind of stumble upon it.
Yeah, I didn't even think that much of it until the second time that I watched it, and I was like, well, this is actually like the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, this is actually perfect. This is really good. Then I watched it again, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is no better anime.
That's
than this.
good. That's great.
It just it's not even because it's like technically the best anime. It just like it just appeals to me on so many base levels.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
But yeah, going down the list from there, Kill la Kill is a pretty good close second for me. Then it gets really muddy after that. Like I'm not sure what the order is after Kill la Kill because they're like I know Gurren Lagann's definitely on there. Definitely Gatchaman Crowds. Serial Experiments Lane might be the third.
Oh,
honestly,
we did watch that one. That's right.
I think I'd probably put that at third.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gurren Lagann, Gatchaman Crowds. I feel like I'm forgetting something. K-On! What's some other good ones? Like I'm not looking at my Mal list, so my brain is just like, oh no.
Dragon Ball. Loved it as a kid. I was never able to really get it back into it though.
Yeah, I definitely also liked it a lot when I watched it as a kid because I just had a summer where I watched it and then I watched it again after watching because I watched Dragon Ball Z, and then I watched Dragon Ball, and then I watched Dragon Ball Z again, and then I watched Dragon Ball GT, and I was like, well, now what?
With me, it was like I was just over at one of my cousins' houses, and they just had had some episodes of it, and so we watched that, and it was during the Boo Saga, so I was like, what are these magical characters and whatnot? This is mad crazy because I was a little kid, and then I'm like, I sort of was like, did that exist? Is that a thing that exists? That's wild. You know, I've only seen one thing of it ever, but then comes back and I see it. Oh wow, that's the freaking guy from the stuff. It was real. Where's the enemy he was fighting? Where's this and that? It was kind of cool to just see it all progress up to that and be like, no, it's the Boo Saga, and there's the one that's skinny and gray, and there's the one that's pink, and they punch each other. That was really, really cool as a kid, but I was just never able to get that excitement back after being a kid and trying to watch it again.
Yeah, for me, one, I feel like Dragon Ball holds up a lot better than Dragon Ball Z. Personally, so that's if
Never
I ever
saw Dragon Ball. Sorry, I don't know if I said Z or not.
But yeah, so if I did ever go back to it, I would probably just watch Dragon Ball and not even bother with Z. But also, I've wanted to go back and read the manga for a long time because it does look a lot better, both pacing wise and also I mean, pacing-wise, definitely, because it's a manga, so I can read it a lot faster than watching the show,
Yeah.
which takes many hours. I don't know how anyone can watch shows that long, honestly. I don't even know how... Well, I know how I watched a show that long. It's because I had nothing else to do, because I was a fucking 12-year-old.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought there were Buzzy Beetles as well. Sorry, go on.
God.
Speaking of long shows, though, it just reminds me of a topic. Best fight scene in anime. I want to hear everyone's, and then I'm gonna say mine.
I know what I know what yours is.
That's why I'm not gonna say it until the end. Chat, this is you too. What's your favorite, or the one that you think of at the moment? The thing that came to your head is the best fight scene in the anime manga. Give it to me. Give it to me straight. I want it now. What about you, Ivy?
That's a tough one for me because I don't watch a lot of action shows.
But of those that you have seen,
like I can just look at any fight in Kill la Kill and be like, yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just look at any fight in Gurren Lagann and be like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that is just like, well, yeah, I guess I just sort of rooted out my options there. Just every scene in Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill are my favorite action scenes.
Mm-hmm. Chat, I'm waiting on you. Come on, please. I want to know what you guys think. That's a good one, actually. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I haven't never heard of it before in my life.
I haven't seen a lot of the Pokemon anime, so I can't really speak much on that.
I think we should link Nukamar from actual Pokemon anime.
Maybe. I don't know.
I would have expected. Okay. My favorite fight scene in anime, legitimately, Rock Lee versus Gar at the Chunin exams. It's so good. I love it so much. There's so much just like emotion. It's over the course of I think 3 episodes technically. They just introduced the character and he's like, whoa, he's weird. But then you realize, oh, there's more to him, and you kind of like, oh man, I judged him. Feel bad for that a little bit. Now he's this like really emotional and interesting character, and it's building up through the fight, and it's a lot of like, oh, you know, oh, you activated my trap card, but it's done well where it's like, oh, this is cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this character gets better and better each time, and more like interesting, and so do some of the side characters also get a lot better just from his fight and just from him. Their interactions with him. I love Rock Lee. I love his character. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I never really watched Naruto.
Uh-huh.
So when you showed me that the entirety of that fight, I was just sort of like, this is just a bunch of people talking about things, and there's like 2 or 3 good pieces of animation at the start, and I'm like, well, this is just people talking at each other.
There's a lot of emotion to it. That's why I also like it.
There's a lot of emotion to it that is lost on someone just who hasn't seen the show, is the thing. I need to supermom this.
I don't know. I don't even know how much of the show you really need to get. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know exactly.
Like, all of Joseph's fights are great because he's like actually smart and doesn't just punch things with a punch ghost. But yeah, like his fight with his second fight with Wham, the fight with Cars is also pretty great. The fight with AC/DC is also pretty good, but I could just like all of part 2 is really good. Damn it.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's always just something fun. I feel like it's so weird though that anime has become such a genre, and it's like, what's your favorite anime? This. What's your favorite anime? That.
It's like I guess it's
weird because it's not really a genre. It's just like.
Well, I think of it as thinking like, what's your favorite book? Like, it's a difficult question, but you can come up with an answer if you've read enough books.
Yeah, I just feel it's so weird that we separate it just because it's Japanese. It's a Japanese.
Oh, what the
book.
fuck?
It's a Japanese cartoon, so it's different, and it's like separated in our minds in lists and whatnot. And there's like people who are like so hyper focused on this specifically Japanese only thing, not like the cartoons in general, only the Japanese cartoon. thought.
Well, the thing is, like, there's so many stylistic differences just based on like the culture.
Yeah.
Of both anime and like cartoons. Like cartoons have way weirder pacing than anime. I mean, as someone who watches a lot of anime, I feel like cartoons have really fucking bizarre pacing because they just fly through things like there's nothing like oh hey, something's happening, now it's done, it's just done. We finished it in like 2 episodes and I'm like, what? That was an entire plot point. And then they somehow go on for like 50 to 100 episodes a piece. I'm like, what?
That's fair.
How do you get that many episodes out of this like nonsense?
I can agree with that for a couple shows off the top of my head.
But like then there's things like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is just like, oh well, this is actually amazing. But it's also taking a lot from anime, and that's why the pacing is the way it is.
Thank you.
Ooh, thank you very much.
By the way, Neff, we love you. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not even gonna acknowledge the Ippo, Hajime no Ippo. I'm just gonna say we love you.
Tom, how do you feel about boxing?
I really like the idea of just punching someone in the face. And so I've always been interested to do it. Like, I can only imagine that it brings friends closer together, the ability to punch each other in the face. Because, I mean, I just look at, like, a couple of our friends, Danny, Connor, and Ben, who their whole, like, thing they do whenever they hang out is hit each other in the balls. And they're just, like, great pals, and they love hanging out with each other. And I can't imagine anything worse. But that's, like, you know, it's just it's the fun thing they do with each other. So I'm like, I imagine, like, the ability to, like, do that and still be friends means it's a very strong friendship. It's the ability, like, hey, just, like, street fight your friends. And just frickin' like start a fight club with them, where you just like do little spars and
or you could start a fight club with yourself. Alternatively, just punch yourself in the face and hope some people are passing by and be like, "Yo, you want me to punch you in the face?"
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it'll bring you closer to yourself.
Oh shit!
Yeah. With the ability to do that, I wonder, maybe it'd bring friends close. It'd make a stronger friendship, or if it would, you know.
Gold split. Oh my god.
Let's go.
His name is Dragon. I just call it Dragoon.
He's a dragoon. He has a lance.
None of these splits are the actual names of things.
Oh, that is very much true.
It's mostly for my own amusement. But also, I like the Dragoon from Kirby Air Ride because Kirby Air Ride is the best Kirby game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I mean, Kirby Squeak Squad is a close second, but you know.
Let's go! I've never heard of anyone.
Oh my god! Thank God, someone else actually likes Kirby Squeak Squad.
Woo!
I've never gotten someone else to agree with me on this. Kirby Squeak Squad is the best fucking Kirby game.
Yes! Oh my god! I've never gotten anyone else either. This is amazing. That's amazing. I'm so happy right now. This is magical.
It's so weird how many opinions we share that we've never talked about, and then you just like freak out on stream.
I know, it's great. I was just thinking, like, I remember, I think just last stream I freaked out because I was like, you also think that about this game? Oh my god, this is great.
Yeah, Kirby Air Ride I think was also my first Kirby game.
It was definitely one of my earliest, but I did not own it. It was a friend.
Oh my god, why can't I get this?
This is great, I'm happy.
Okay, no, I need to hold that. Well, there we go.
Let's go.
Just needed to break down the inputs in my brain. It's like I don't know. This game controls very strangely, but also great.
Yeah.
I've never played Amazing Mirror.
I haven't either.
Although I do have ROMs of every Kirby game.
I plan to get ROMs of more Kirby games. The only ROM of a Kirby game I got was Squeak Squad, though, and I played it all the way.
I don't have a Squeak Squad ROM.
Really?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm a fool.
You should do it. It's good.
I have a DS emulator. I don't have a fucking Squeak Squad ROM. I'm a fool.
I played all the way through it. There's like a few games because I'm very, very like.
It's been so long since like I haven't played Squeak Squad all the way through since the first time I played it.
Because I'm very self-conscious about emulators and doing things that are kind of like shady and illegal, quote unquote.
I just don't
Even
care
though
anymore.
I own like Squeak Squad, so I don't. I again, all my friends do it. I'm just like I feel like scared about it for no good reason, and so I've been very very like particular and picky about the games. I'm like, okay, this game means enough to me that I will actually download. I'll actually do it.
Yeah.
I think there was 5 games total I've done it for. That was one of them. Played all the way through and it was great, and I'm really happy with the decision.
For me, I'm just like, okay, what's a game that like I would play realistically, and would also like be like a good collection for my collection of runs.
Yep, I did that a little bit, but then they did the thing where it's like, oh, they cease and desisted a bunch of sites, and then I was scared to actually.
I mean, you can still download things from Umu Paradise if you know some workarounds.
Some workaround, yeah, I know about them. I just haven't done anything like that yet because I'm like, I'm scared.
We could do. Well, what DS emulator do you have actually?
The one I have is it's what's it called? It's No Money GBA because it does GBA and DS at the same time. So it was like, oh, it's because it was a 2-in-1 that I was like, I want it.
Yeah, for me, I have.
But I do also have like.
Yeah, for Game Boy games, I have Virtual Boy Advance.
I do as well,
which is great because it works very well.
I do have it as well now because I got Yoshi's Island, which is one of the games that I never owned. But I was like, this is one I want for the collection.
Yeah, also I like just collecting ROMs of games in a series that I just didn't have.
Yeah, it's one of the games that I know I want to play, so I got the ROM of it, and I needed Virtual Boy Advance, so I got it, and it's it definitely works well, and it's good, so I'm glad I have both in a way. I do like the interface and layout of No Money though, so it's odd.
But I use Desmumi. It's very very I don't know, it's very strange to spell and also say phonetically.
Sounds it.
But yeah, it's pretty good, and I think there is a net play feature. I don't know though.
Huh.
So we might we can look into that if people are interested in an amazing mirror stream. If we want to like play through some Kirby games,
that'd be fun if we can get it going. Because I do enjoy playing the odder games on stream, and I think people.
We could play through Great Cave Offensive.
We could.
Oh, that would be sick.
I've never completed it all the way, so.
You never completed Great Cave Offensive, really?
I could never. Listen, I was a kid. I was a kid with ADD, and my brain could not process and handle, like, figuring out certain puzzles. And I think there were only 3 things that I could see and could never actually figure out how to get, and maybe 2 that I just did not have any clue whatsoever where they were. But like, it was one of those, I'd play that game and I'd go like back and forth trying my best, but I never actually finished it because I never looked up.
My mind was just going immediately to Ultra because it's the one I've played.
Yeah, same here. I played Ultra,
but also because I don't know if you can do net play for SNES emulators.
I don't either.
I mean, I don't know if it's a feature for the one I'm using right now. I'm sorry, I mean the modded Wii that I'm using right now.
It's a modded Wii.
It's a modded Wii with a SNES emulator on it.
SNES emulator and a.
I don't know if it has keyboard controller. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Just phased through the ground.
A keymote, if you will.
A keymote.
Yeah. Keymote and nunchuck. Imagine using a keyboard and a nunchuck instead of a mouse.
That'd be very interesting. A
Nesumulator?
Nesumulator.
Oof. That's an odd one to process the pronunciation of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some words that are just weird like that, where like you look at them, you can't figure out how they're pronounced unless you actually hear it.
You have to work it out, yeah. But I've been wanting to also like get an emulators for other things because I only have the Game Boy and DS emulators.
Yeah, I can recommend you some things.
But I've been meaning to get ones for like NES and SNES for certain games.
Yes, SNES I definitely recommend. SNES 9X, which is what I'm using right now. I'm sorry, SNES 9X GX for the Wii. because
Pushes
it also
glasses up using the middle finger.
yeah it is because this emulator not only is it great, it also works on the Wii. So you can mod your Wii like I have to put it on the Wii. For NES games, what I use is this program called Heigan. It's like pretty simple and bare bones, but you know they're NES games. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because there's a handful of games I want to play, like Earthbound, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, Super Metroid, stuff like that. That I need the.
Okay, Symphony of the Night though is like PS1. That's the reason I have a PS1 emulator.
I just think I don't know. I just think it's like earlier than that for some reason.
Yeah, that's just I forget the name. I think it's just PSX. It was just the name of it for that emulator.
But I'll also probably need a better computer before I can like do things like that, because emulators sometimes are.
Yeah, some of them like PS2 emulators are a bitch. God.
That's it. Actually, I just want to go back. The games that I like felt a kinship enough with to go and download, besides Kirby, Squeak Squad, were Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Diamond. Let's go, Diamond, not Platinum.
Not Platinum?
Not Diamond, all the freaking way. Even though there's less content, probably I love it for some reason. Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime. Ooh. I bet you've never heard of that one, anyone here. It's a great game though. Check it out. It's a fun time. Highly recommend it. That and then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, or no, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Wait. Pokemon Red Rescue Team Mystery Dungeon?
I have Blue, the Blue Mystery Dungeon game. So
I had Red and Blue as a kid, and then I just went with Red because originally I got the Game Boy emulator before I got the DS one, so I got the Game Boy one.
I just only had
Oh, Dragon Quest 9. You're right. We got to do that. You, me, Sam. Was anyone else invited?
I don't remember. I've never played Dragon Quest games, so I don't know.
I've been meaning to do that for a little bit. Oh, it's such a great Dragon Quest 9. I love it. Oh, we got to do it. Oh, Dragon Quest 11's coming out for Switch soon. In a month or so. Oh, we got to do it.
I clipped them. Oh, cool.
Oh, someone else knows about Rocket Slime. Oh my god, I've never heard of anyone else in the world. Oh, this is magical. Oh, this is a great day for Tom. I'm so happy. It is. You have a team of 4 people that you can make. However, you can sacrifice one of those people on the team to allow someone else's main person to join you, and they control them and can run around the world, but you all fight together. And it's cool. And you get to like be like, oh, this is my main guy and your main guy and other people together, and you could have a total of 4 people on a team, of course, playing multiplayer. But it's neat. I love it. It's great. Oh, it's great. I can't wait. Oh, we actually have to do that. The world's good.
Whoa. I think someone asked about like N64 earlier. But yeah, I was just gonna say like I've never owned an N64, so I haven't played a lot of those games.
Yeah.
But I really like Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Zelda game. I like Ocarina of Time too. It's not as good as Majora's Mask in my opinion, but you know, it's pretty good.
That's
I really like Smash 64. It's the best Smash game. There is no better Smash game.
I'll let you have that opinion, but I will not follow that. I do not follow the same.
Kirby 65.
Oh, Kirby 64. Oh, sorry,
Kirby 60.
It was a sequel to 64.
Oh,
that's
okay.
right, Kirby 65. Or only released in Taiwan. Only released in China.
Oh, okay.
I like that idea as a bootleg. Just saying only released in China. Yeah. It's a very interesting and cool game, again, with the similar to Squeak Squad in a little bit with you get to mix things together. Only that's like much more intentional. Except you have like a much more limited pool, so it kind of balances out.
I always found it weird how you could only like combine the like swords and stuff in Squeak Squad. It's
cool because it's like an Easter egg that you wouldn't find out normally, but it's sad that it's just that.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I guess there's mixing the foods and the little curb heads, but you know.
Oops.
It's neat. I've never actually played through the game, though. I've only watched a speed run of it, but I get the sort of base gist, and it's cool. I love the idea of, like, just combining things and having that little bit of personality, like, oh, I put these two things together. Ooh, it's mine.
Oh yeah, combining powers is also like a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you were talking about the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just processing that's what you were talking about.
No, it's fine. You don't have to process most things I say anyways, because they aren't things anyways. But yeah, that's cool.
Does have cruising.
Oh, the boy.
Yeah, like the weird thing about the N64 is like it has like a lot of classic games, but also a lot of classic games that I don't care about.
Yeah.
Like Banjo-Kazooie.
I was thinking that one exactly.
It's like I don't know.
Just
the way it's been described to me does not sound like a game that would appeal to me. Even though I like 3D platformer collectathons. I don't know. It's just something about it. It just doesn't appeal to me on a base level.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Or what specifically it is about it.
Oh, let's freaking go. Monster Joker was great as well. I love Monster Joker. I don't think did 2 or 3 ever come out in America? Because I know they did make 2 and 3, I believe. Or 3 might have been canceled. I don't know if it actually was made. But I don't believe either of them ever came out in America, or did they? No, you're right. 2 did come out in America. Oh, that's right. I just completely it sort of fell by the wayside for me because I didn't hear about it for a while for some reason. Oh, I kind of want to check that out actually. I don't know if it holds up though because I don't remember hearing amazing things about it. But I don't remember hearing much about it. But I remember loving the first one. You didn't play Monster Joker 1? What are you crazy? The Joker baby?
My Joker baby.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. Huh. I would love to, except that those games are long.
They are long.
I'd be down to play.
Like, there are some JRPGs that I'm like, yeah, we should play that on stream, but also I'm like, I don't know if I want to play JRPG on stream, because I think we always stream like once a week.
Exactly.
Like, I could play it myself.
Yeah.
Just do that every day for like an hour or something.
Like
if I find time.
I could play Pokemon on my own, but on stream it's just too long of a game. That's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was thinking Rocket Slime isn't too long as well. I was gonna say like Rocket Slime, we actually might be able to like get away with that one, and it's a fun time.
But also like grinding in RPGs, like are there people that actually watch people grind on stream? That's something that's always confused me.
Well, I mean,
because like I know there's people that watch Nuzlocke like or streams, and I'm like, wait, most of that is just grinding. How would you watch that?
It's a heart. I just think of it in a way similar to like watching someone reset in a speed run and be like,
yeah,
okay,
but like
gonna start over, just grinding like a skill, grinding this little area over and over again to get it perfect.
I guess, but like I feel like most of the appeal of watching a speed run live is like whether or not they actually get a good time or not.
No, that's totally fair. I feel like it's a similar
just
thing,
like,
which I don't understand.
Are they gonna do this super hard thing that like is frame perfect and you only have one chance to do it? If you don't, you lose the entire run. Like, are they actually gonna make that thing?
Yeah.
And get it right? Like, there's I feel like that's where the appeal for me comes from. At least.
Builders, you don't compare it. You just sort of forget it exists and then move on with your life.
There's 2 of those games.
There are 2, which is weird. I mean, it did well, so I mean that's good. I think.
You think?
I say I think that, but then I realize it's probably a distraction from better things that they make a sequel to it. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So that's how I feel about a lot of spin-off series from things I like.
That's fair.
And then there's sometimes it's just like spin-offs that I like more than the original.
Yeah.
And then I'm just upset that they barely ever make them. I'm struggling to think of an example. But
I think of
I'm sure I'll think of one
in a way
eventually.
like 3D Mario as a spin-off of Mario.
I guess.
Because the 2D Mario is very, very different from Sunshine 64 and Odyssey.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And Galaxy.
Like a Persona Arena. Melty Blood.
Like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's a huge spin-off. It's fun. It's a good series, and I really like it. But and, you know, it's still a spin-off. It's very different. Taking them down to death.
Yeah, those guys are really annoying.
Yeah.
I really do not like them. I'm gonna grind before Ridley, because I don't want to die.
That's fair.
Ow.
The Pokemon Rumble games are very, very weird. I do wonder why.
I've never played them because they were like on the digital downloads before I really understood how those worked.
The original one was like Wii digital download thing before I knew how it worked either. And then they made a sequel that was DS, so I got it. And it was I played it, but it's not that memorable.
Actually, speaking of Pokemon, Pokepark Wii. I love Pokepark Wii. I've never played the sequel, but I really want to.
I don't think I did either.
We need to do a fucking keyboard control stream of that.
Yes,
that needs to be a thing.
Because I've been seeing it in your list of games.
Yeah,
I
have it.
Like,
I have a ROM of it.
Yeah.
I just haven't set up controls or played it at all.
Yes, that's a fun game.
We need to do that at some point.
Yes.
But the thing is, I need to play through the game to make sure I have all the various mini game stuff make sure all those have various control schemes. Because the Wii is dumb and emulating is annoying because you have to set up so many different controls.
Oh man.
Yeah, Pokepark is great.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I forgot about that, but every time I see your list, I see it. Because it's right nearby.
Yeah, it's
Pikmin.
right next to Pikmin.
So it's like, memories. That's great. That's a good game. You're totally right with that one. Right there with you.
Shit. No. Riddles. Oh, I actually named this Riddles. Okay, good. I was like, Riddles? It's actually what he's named.
Yeah.
I actually named the split that.
It actually makes sense. It's fitting. Quote unquote.
Oh, that's why Dragoon was a gold split, because I split that into 2 splits. Okay, I think. I don't know. I was just really confused as to why that was gold. You want to grab me or not? Not yet. You want to grab me now? No. Come on. Come on. Grab me. Grab me. Damn, man. I think we're just gonna have to kill him like normal.
Yeah. Well, might as well. It's better than any other option, I think. Any other option is death.
I really need. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I really need to learn how to kill him faster because I'm not good at this fight at all.
Well, you know what they say. When all
What is that?
logical solutions fail, try an illogical one. Words I live by. Except, not that I live by, that I wish I lived by. I just think a little illogical.
Godzilla games. I've like seen them, but not even footage. I've just like seen that they exist, and I've never. I don't know. I've never thought that. Like I love Godzilla. He's cool. I don't know. I feel like I like Godzilla more in concept than I do like watching Godzilla films. But even then, I say that, and then Shin Godzilla exists, and that's like one of my favorite movies.
That was a good movie. That was the one we watched, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It was very different, like atmosphere and just style, but it was really well. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Are we already
haven't played
plus
any
on
of them
100% milk? Really?
I've not played any of the Godzilla games though either, so I can't really say much on the subject. I will say though, I did have a couple of Godzilla movies when I was growing up on tape. Those are a fun time. I had the one with Ghidorah. It was cool. It was 3-heado.
His name is King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah. And he has space alien men who are his like lackeys for some reason. I never really understood the plot because I was a dumb kid.
Oh yeah, apparently there are some like there's like this trilogy of Netflix movies of like Godzilla movies.
Really?
And like the last one like becomes like this weird Lovecraftian tale about like King Ghidorah and
Well, I was really hoping you were gonna say a love story.
no,
It
like
becomes this weird love story.
no, this weird Lovecraftian story about King Ghidorah and how like he like and how like every time it like he travels to new universes every time that a universe like produces a civilization that it becomes powerful enough to create Godzilla because of like the various nuclear like because of his nuclear origins, so that he can consume Godzilla for sustenance. It's really cool.
Oh, for sustenance makes it interesting.
Like that, like it's a really cool concept that he just consumes Godzillas.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything else about the movie, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that at all. So, oh, that's cool.
So yeah, we might want to check that out at some point. 'Cause it seems cool.
Yeah,
Just in concept alone.
definitely.
It is pretty raw.
It's metal. I love it.
I love Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, wait, Godzilla's right there. Pick him up.
Godzilla.
You can't see him very well because the webcam is very tiny, but he's right there. I love this guy. He's really cool.
He's a good little guy. He's got a little spiny back and whatnot.
I mean, part of me wishes that I got the big one, but like the small one is so charming enough that I don't feel like I need the big one, even though it does rumble.
I like Power Rangers. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Dick Thunder. Power Rangers Dino Thunder was the best one. Wait.
Lovecraftian god
Dino Rangers?
Ghidorah.
Dino Thunder. Dinosaurs. I like the Power Rangers one. It was good.
I like Cthulhu. I haven't read Call of Cthulhu yet. I'm not that far. Like, every time I think about how many Lovecraft stories I've read, and then I remember, oh wait, I'm only like 130 pages into this 1,000-page book.
Yeah, I have the same. I have a similar book. It's just Cthulhu Tales, though.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, a lot of it isn't actually even Cthulhu Tales. It's just Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah.
So it's things that are
like within the same
and
universe.
important. Yeah, referenced or relevant as well. So it's just like little stories here and there as well. I've barely scratched the surface of it in a way. And it's always like, oh, super intimidating that there will be very long stories because I just have a lot of short stories at the moment.
Yeah, I've read mostly like just like 5 or 6 page stories.
Yeah,
from
same
him.
here.
Well, although I have gotten to one multi-chapter one, but it was like a weird like comedy sort of thing that had nothing to do with like anything Cthulhu related. There were no monsters or anything. It was just some weird. It was very bizarre. I'll have to show you that one.
It sounds very.
I forget the name of it is also really weird, so it's hard to like just recommend to someone on a whim.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Just because just like it's sort of like similar to like a Pride and Prejudice type story. But it's like making fun of itself, and the plot is really over complicated. It's really funny. It's also only like a few pages long, but it is multi-chapters.
Okay. That's an odd one.
It's
I don't
very
think I've
interesting.
ever heard anything about it.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's very interesting.
Fair enough. Huh. The Zords are cars.
Zords are
That's an
cars.
interesting one, except I don't know.
What about when the Zords were dinosaurs?
That was the best one. It was great. I loved the Dino. The theme song was also so good. I don't want to sing it because I can't sing that, but it's stuck in my
Tom
head right
can't
now.
sing.
I can't
Rip
sing
Tom.
at all because my voice doesn't go high.
Coming up on 100% milk. It's almost there. We're 9
We're
minutes
almost
behind. Oh god. Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. They find them in eggs. They find cool, like, freaking big eggs, and then a robot machine dinosaur thing comes out of it and walks slowly in the background. And I love those, just the scenes of, like, the giant hanger one, who's like what's the long neck guy? Stegosaurus? No. Stego? Yeah. It is, right? Stegosaurus is long neck dinosaur who eats leaves?
No, that is a brachiosaur.
What's Stegosaurus?
Stegosaurus is the one with the spikes on its back.
Is it?
It's got spikes and it's got like big plates on its back and a spiky tail.
I'm not good at this. I'm not very good at this at all.
When I was a kid, I like read tons of dinosaur books,
Yeah.
and I told everyone that I wanted to be a paleontologist. So I got really like uppity when people are talking about dinosaurs all wrong.
I didn't want to
and
say
saying that Brontosaurus is a real thing. Brontosaurus is fake.
It is fake. It's
fake
a
news.
mistaken head on a mistaken body. They just sort of crammed them together.
Yeah, they're fools.
Yep. But yeah, they have that Brontosaur.
Brachiosaur.
They have him, and he's like the aircraft carrier of the Zords, and he walks through the downtown each and every episode after a certain point once they find him, and I love it so much. That animation is just so nostalgic. It's not even real. I don't know if you could call it animation. You could. I don't know.
Like, I feel like I watched a lot of Power Rangers as a kid, and I don't remember any of it.
I just remember the Dino Rangers. Because I had the tapes of those, so I watched them more than any other, by far. Man, I wish I had a working VCR and those tapes.
Oh, I wish I had a working VCR too. I also still wish I had my fucking original tape copies of Star Wars. Those were cool.
Yeah.
Before we stole them and got the stupid DVD releases.
Yeah.
It's a Dino Thunder game? What is that for?
Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Like, I can imagine there's definitely, like, Power Rangers games, but, I don't know what they would be for.
I have a good one, Starhaven.
Oh yeah, every Power Rangers series is on Netflix. What?
Really?
Yeah, it's very strange.
Well then.
GameCube. Ooh. Now that I can get behind. Do love me a good GameCube game.
Have fun sleeping, Starhaven. You'll be in our hearts and our thoughts, even though you're not dead. What? Oh, invisible blocks.
Yeah.
It's like Dark Souls.
There is so many secrets just in this one room. Like, just so many layers of secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. That's why this game is great.
Yeah.
Because it actually fucking hides things in places that, you know, you'd have to look for.
I'm just glad that the X-ray beam exists.
Yeah, the X-ray beam is kind of the crutch that they lean on for a lot of these like, very, very hidden things.
I'm only fine that those things exist because of it. Because of it, I'm like, okay, you could go back and explore and find the.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why they. Oh, I forgot this fucking E-tank.
Oh.
That would have been bad.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be just too much to actually find.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why they didn't bring it back in any other Metroid games.
Really?
Yeah, this is the only game that has the X-ray scope.
Huh. That's odd.
I mean, I guess the Prime 1 has an X-ray visor, but it doesn't accomplish the same purpose at all.
It's different, yeah. Although Prime 1's more forward with like, oh, you can break this wall.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because it's 3D, so you can't abstract as much.
Yep.
Why does Mother Brain hide some missiles under her tank?
I don't know. Why does Mother Brain hide missiles and put missiles just goddamn everywhere? Not get rid of them. Her soldiers ain't using them.
Yeah. They're just shooting
Her
donuts.
soldiers don't use morph balls and grappling hooks. She's shooting herself in the foot.
Ah, shit.
You have to get below it?
No. Oh, fuck. I have to run across them.
Oh, got you. Gotta do the shine spark.
Yep. You can't just wall jump up it, because, you know, there's shine spark blocks.
Yeah.
Which can only be broken with shine sparks.
Yeah.
I feel like I should learn the Zero Mission speedrun at some point, because I kind of want to play Zero Mission again.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, there's a lot of bomb jumping involved. And I don't like bomb jumping. I'm not good at it.
Lots of challenges. Just additional challenges.
Is this the right room?
I don't know.
Okay, it is. Missile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. God, there's so much I don't remember.
I can only imagine.
Like little things that I need to remember.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go save. Just because I want to have a save file.
Fair enough.
Also, I want to just, you know, make sure that I got everything. Okay,
That's
good.
an idea.
Good. I didn't fucking miss one random missile thing.
Goody gumdrops. Let's go.
Like a fool. I don't know how I didn't miss anything.
I also don't understand any of it. But
Yeah, you have
I'm
230 missiles and then 50 and 50.
I believe it's somewhere around there for Prime 2, so I should understand this.
Oh, go.
Not Prime 2, Prime 1, but Prime as well.
Yeah. I should really finish Prime 1 at some point. I just don't like it.
Mm-hmm. It's a different game.
It's not that it's a bad game,
Yeah.
it's just that I hate the way it controls.
Mm-hmm. I like it because it's the first Metroid game I played, and it's very different from anything else, so
Gold!
I found it much more interesting.
100% milk? How?
Mm-hmm.
We were plus 17.
I don't know.
We're still plus 17.
Did you split it from something? Because I think that affected a thing before. I don't really understand.
I have no clue.
Also, when you said gold, I thought you just were talking about the statues. Gold.
Oh, the statue. Yeah, no, I was talking about the split.
Yeah. It took a second. I figured it out.
This has been not a great run.
It never had to be a great run.
I'm gonna say it's gonna end at like 155, something like that.
Listen, the real run was the friends we made along the way, okay?
And the stories we made along the way, with so many hypotheticals.
So many hypotheticals, and so many video games and anime. It was a treasure trove.
Tom,
Yes.
how would you feel if hypothetically someone asked you a hypothetical and you had to answer it on stream?
If someone just was like, hey, come up with something on the spot, I'd be broken. I could not, I cannot do such things. I have not the ability. I need to have something inspire me. I need a muse. Ugh. Well, you know what they say. Ah, dang. There's at least one in here that doesn't have a thing anymore. That's sad. You know what they say. Was this gift cast adrift for any to find, or did Thassa guide the currents to bring it to me alone?
Wait, did I really beat this in 138 at some point? No wonder I've been getting nothing but reds. What? How'd I do that?
I don't have the answers. Is that good?
It's good for me, I think.
Fair enough.
I feel like I'd usually do this in like around 140-ish. Like the 140s range.
I get the cool glitch. Yeah.
No!
No.
I messed it up. Rip. Ooh. Things are pretty well, I guess.
Yeah. How art thou on this fine eve?
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much, then.
Oh, yes. It is very kind. It is an honor. One hardly deserved. At least one might say.
Right.
So,
Almost there.
closing in on the end.
So close. Just want to be done. I've never wanted to complete this game so badly.
Don't worry.
Normally I'm just like, ah, well, I guess I have to complete the game now.
It's almost a shame. Got this in the bag, though. I believe in you. I believe in the you who believes in the me.
You haven't even seen Gurren Lagann. How can you even quote that?
Because it's quoted a lot. It's because other people quote it, so I know it exists. It is that very simple fact is all. That's all I need.
There we go.
Let's go.
Now, can I do stand-up? That is my question.
That is a very good question indeed.
Hmm.
I feel like we know the answer, but I
'Cause
feel
I
like
could
there's hope
die
in
doing
all of
it.
our hearts.
But I also could try it.
There's style points after all.
Alright, let's see. I'll try if I can remember how to do it. Oops. No. I think she's gonna... Or she'll fucking fire goddamn ketchup at me. Stop the ketchup!
Not the ketchup.
Not the ketchup.
Ketchup does not go with
No.
fried chicken.
Oh no, fried chicken is for the animals.
You're right. It's close enough. It's right there. So
I think I don't have enough health for stand-up, Rip.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know. No, definitely not. No. Time to watch a cutscene.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, but what's that? The big Troid came back.
It's the Super Metroid. There he is. The baby. The baby.
Baby.
The baby.
Came back.
We should
in
play
blue.
we should play other ammo on stream.
That's not a good idea. I know
Yeah,
very
it's
little of it.
nothing but
other than it's
unskippable
just-
cutscenes to
Yep.
stream.
I know not much except that it almost killed the franchise.
It did kill the franchise.
Well, they made Metroid, or not, they made Metroid a...
That took like
was-
7 years.
What's the new freaking knockoff thing, though? Can't remember what it's actually called.
Return of Samus?
No, not that one. The one where it's multiplayer and you play Spaceball.
Oh, Federation Force. Right.
Federation Force, that's right.
I forgot that was a thing. I just sort of blocked that from my memory.
Yeah.
I like how she just blinks, like, really quickly.
Just pulsates most applicably. I'm not good at English.
Such a pleasing noise of death.
Freak you, beach. Let's go. Oh, it's satisfying.
See, I'm not doing this optimally, but, you know,
Ugh.
I don't care enough right now.
True. Are you really gonna leave the brain alive? The one part that is that's the most important? Okay, never
Nah.
mind. You're good. You did it.
And, oh,
Why would they do that? It's not even self-destruct, it's just time bomb.
You know, the planet's exploding. Gotta leave.
You gotta book it.
Oh fuck, we had 3 votes for kill the animals. So, unless Neff wants to step in if he's still here.
As 2 people, or 3.
You know, I guess we're killing the animals. man.
Killing the animals, let's go. That's the kind of world I want to live in. Or if the bot would like to...
Oh no,
If the bot would like to give us a suggestion as well, that's also
Yeah.
appreciated.
that would be nice. No, 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 no.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. No, fuck. Well, rip.
Whoopsie doodle.
No, 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 God. I can literally wall jump faster than I can space jump. That's how bad I am at it.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Alright, almost there.
let's go.
Oh, I was right. It is 155.
Yeah.
So, well, there we go.
Ooh.
Oh boy. That was
It has
very
been
eventful.
done.
That was
It
a
has
very
been
eventful run.
accomplished. Good stuff. Good show.
Good show.
Yeah. Oh.
Petered out a little bit towards the end, but you know, I think it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
One point three.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
I mean, it's pretty good for my standards. Like 123. Well, because like my record on in-game time is 114.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, pretty decent run. I guess I just somehow got like an amazing run at some point.
Or I think maybe
actually,
that
no,
run was an accident.
No,
something was messed up with it, and it was not proper. I think.
Maybe I might have missed. I think I might have missed one item for it. I don't know.
I think something happened like that, and so it's not exactly valid, which is why it is good.
No, but
something like
no,
that.
but I think.
I remember.
Oh no! I think what these. No, I think what it's comparing against is some of the best, and not like an actual just the best run I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like every segment is like the best of that segment.
The best.
And that's why it was such a ridiculous run. So I somehow have a theoretical of like. God, what do I even have a theoretical of? I don't know. Something. Best segments. Ooh. 140. 141. Oh. Now that could be pretty decent. If I could actually get that consistent. Get a 141.
Huh. Well, there was no practice to this. So
there was no practice to this also.
Maybe if there had been.
This is just going off my, like... Well, I mean, we all did also, like, die 3 times.
It's only tradition at this point.
Yeah. Just tradition.
Yeah.
Wait. It happened the exact same last stream. Like, we got through a majority of the game. Like, died halfway through. Dear Force! Oh, Dear Force.
Oh, it's a lady.
Spoilers, Samus was a girl the whole time. But yeah, like the same thing happened last time. We died halfway through.
Yeah.
Went back to Sears and series.
Fussed about.
And then fussed about there for like 2 or 3 times. Reset a bunch and then got back into the run.
Yeah.
So maybe if I actually practice before the next time we do this, whenever that may be.
Who knows? I'm sure it'll be a time indeed, though.
It will be a time.
Yeah.
That ran a bit longer than I think we intended for.
Yeah.
So do we actually want to continue to do Dark Souls, or?
I mean, it's up to you if you think it'd really be worth doing it. If it's just gonna be like all we're going to be able to do is just farm a little bit, then probably not.
Well, I think we're just like gonna kill Gwyn. Like that's what we were stuck on.
Well,
and then we just go to New Game Plus.
Want to just accomplish that in the next hour?
Yeah, I guess. So we will return soon.
Yeah. Just have a little mini-sode for the YouTube.
Yes, a shorter stream.
We love you.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.